Well, a very good afternoon and welcome to a typically breezy McPherson Park ahead of the FNL's match of the round. It's the two old rivals, Melton hosting Darley, and Melton with the upper hand over the Devils at their last 5 meetings under Troy Scoville. They've won 4 of them and were unlucky not to make it 5 from 5 at the back end of last year, but that was in the infancy of Darley's winning run that has extended to 23, and plenty will have to go right for Melton this afternoon if they're to buck the trend despite being here at home and in Braden Kite's 200th game. He's one of 2 players in the BFNL that average over 3 goals a game from their last 50. And if that wasn't enough of a celebration, in the background we've got the anniversary of, or the reunion, probably a better word, of the 2000-2001 Premiership back-to-back winning sides. And yeah, they've gone all the way back to 1986 and welcome that crew here today also. So plenty of bloods in support, and we're really looking forward to the clash. We're not far off a start as we welcome Wayne Hall to the mic. Looking forward to a traditional clash. If it lives up to the billing, we should be in for a cracker.
Very much so, Todd. Yeah, conditions. I hope it's better out there for them, Todd, than it is for us here. My first go at this caper up here, and not good at all. But yeah, look, they're in good form, both sides. They've got the great rivalry. Melton will be very keen to get hold of Darley after what happened at Darley Park last time, and of course the Devils went on and won the flag. And I think Melton fancied himself a bit, Todd. If they could have got to that granny, might have been a different story. Yeah,
well, they'll have to do it today without Ryan Carter. There was a bit of speculation during the week that Billy Croft, so Footscray VFL talent, best on ground in the grand final, I believe, or close near last year. But he's a no-show. No Geordie Kite, Lockie Watkins, Max Scoville, so a few outs for Melton. Excuse me if one just hasn't rolled off the tongue. Josh Stewart not here either in a ruck sense, and it'll be interesting to see how the Bloods go at centre bounce and at clearance in general. The Devils, despite no recognised or bona fide ruckman, actually lead the competition for centre bounce clearance, while Melton ranks 7th. And it's a copy-paste number with clearances overall. The Devils rank 1, Melton 7. And Wayne, given the significance of the breeze to the right of screen, Lockie George just having a kick in the warm-up, and from outside 50, he hit the net behind the goals halfway up. So it's going to be an interesting excursion ahead of us, the way the two sides use the breeze, and from a defensive point of view, the way that they work it out going into it.
What do you think, Todd? 4 goals? 3 to 4?
Well, it can be inaccurate, so it's a difficult breeze to entertain. And, of course, Melton struggles for conversion have been widely spoken about over the last 12 months. Of course, they've just won 8.5 of their last 16 games, and every side bar North Ballarat and the Lakers have beaten them. But
well, we're off, Todd.
It's always been a struggle for the Devils to overcome the Bloods in more recent times. Let's see how they go this afternoon. It'll be Thornycroft and he's opposing number 19 in Tanner. Neither ruckman could gain the ascendancy. Early ground ball opportunity for Lachlan Walker. Oh, he's been pinged for holding the ball, so some intent shown from the umpire earlier. Well, early, and Javen Tanner as Darley kick with the aid of that strong breeze to the right of screen. Johnson on the lead. Got some separation on Phillips.
Way too easy, Todd. Had about 5 metres in the end. Very poor defensive work.
So Johnson will go back and have a shot on goal here in the opening minute. And what a start it would be for the Devils.
Billy Myers forward, Todd.
Interesting. Of course, he kicked 8 last week, 6 in the second half. Darley booted 16 out of 17 goals in an hour. Johnson, shot on goal, is off to the left. It's a poor kick, really, for someone who is quite dead-eye in front of goal. Booted 65 goals last year for the Devils.
Yeah, normally a very good kick for goal. Not a hard shot, Jono.
So the return of Riley Walker is a welcome addition into the Blood side as he goes to the outer side of the ground, albeit the defensive side. Quick early touch there from Bewley. Thornycroft went back to Hickey. Kick smothered. Loose ball gathered by Carter. Fed the ball by hand of Thornycroft. Well, that ball's nearly gone backwards to the URs of the Bloodhood here up in the grandstand. Manito released the ball by hand to Lachlan Walker Thornycroft, in fact, he'll never be far away from the action with a big ask from the young ruckman today. So he won that tap. Joel Cadman's held up in the tackle by Lachlan Walker, who would have gone in favourite today to apply the most tackles you'd think, given recent history. Tap one by Thornycroft. Baker with an early touch. Quick hands. Had a bit too much heat on it for Bewley. Green Shields at ground level, held up by Duncan Cadman. Would get a ball up on half forward for the Devils.
Be a bit of this today, Todd, I think.
Gee, the timekeepers are off to a shocker here. They've missed that opening point on the digital scoreboard. Ball up. Ground ball. Bewley went through his legs. Thornycroft to Cotter. Thornycroft again. Got it to the speedy Borg, who found Walker to Hickey. And the two combine. Now Sullivan needs a kind bounce here, and he'll get one. He's on his favoured side, the left foot. He'll go to the dangerous Braden Cotter, game 200. Gardner's got the job on him, and he did well, the youngster. He knocked it back to Matthew Brett. Sweeping hand pass went boundary side. Lahoure kept it in. Joel Cadman under the palm. Perugia might have him. Umpire called play on, gave him the benefit of the doubt, much to the chagrin of Bloods fans. Ricochet off Batty, favoured Sullivan, close up against the boundary line, tumbling kick into the pocket. Lahoure, Perugia, ground ball. Cadman was clean. Speak of Joel, who gave it to Matthew Brett to Hind, who's started off half-back today. High up and under kick in the Myers direction. Quality overhead mark in difficult conditions. He's in super form, Myers. Either taken a 3 or the 2 in the opening 3 games for the Devils this year. Inglis, short kick to Joel Cadman. He's got time to weigh up the options, and he'll attempt to measure the kick with the breeze. It went over the head of Adam Azzopardi. Opportunity here for Batty. Squaring kick was good. He got some penetration, lateral penetration into the breeze. Found Liam Carter, who found Chase Scoble. Kept the pattern of play going forward towards Hickey. He and Baker in a one-on-one. Here come the reinforcements through Matthew Brett. Baker's ground ball was clean. Fed it towards Duncan Cadman. Quick hands to Hine, who's ridden into the ground. And we'll get a ball up here on centre wing outer side.
They get much centre in the back these days, Todd. I think it's gone out the game.
So they've woken up in the timekeeper's box. It's the Devils who lead by a point. 4 minutes into this opening term. Ball up, Thornycroft. Won the tap again. White gathered. He's held up there by Green Shields. And we'll get a copy-paste stoppage on the other side. At the restart, tap one by Duncan Cadman to Bewley. Nearly threw it away in the end. White, his hair pass, went searching for Andy Azzopardi, was cut off. Hickey ended up with it to Batty. Got to Jack Walker on the bounce. He got around the tackle of the Devils and sent the kick forward. Shallow entry. Lahoure couldn't gather cleanly. Borg could. Dribbling kick. It'll be cut off by Gardner, but look out. Kite's on his hammer. Kept his feet. Went boundary side to Perugia with a good squaring kick, but it'll be a turnover. The intent was good.
Very ordinary kick in the end, Todd.
Yeah, I liked his intent, though, to square the footy. Bewley, Inglis, loose ball, just needs to bend, and he does it so well and fed it to Bewley. So with a pitching wedge, it went about 110 metres towards attacking 50, ground ball. And we'll get a ball up 51 metres away from the Darley goal.
Yeah, he just tried to centre it too much, bit off more than he could chew, Todd, and Azzopardi took an easy mark.
Yeah, I think we'll see some errors, despite good intent here this afternoon, given the breezy conditions. And as we saw last week, Wayne, the umpire's having plenty of it early.
Exactly. They earned their money, Todd, in the throw-ups.
Darley lead by a point. Melton to be happy that the Devils haven't registered yet with the aid of the breeze. Cadman, second effort okay. Kick couldn't quite get through the traffic. Who's going to get a favourable bounce for Bewley? The hand pass was a bit hot for Adam Azzopardi. Cotter did the cutting off, but he turned it over to Duncan Cadman, who went long towards goal. And he's missed off to the right and through for a minor score. Darley 2, Melton no score. Darley kicking on the relatively strong breeze. You can probably pick it up through the mics if you're tuning in at home. The volume up, of course. Walker with a difficult job of kicking into the breeze. It was a good kick. Scoble went the tap. Hickey held without it. Free kick any day of the week. And the excellent two-way accumulating runner for the Bloods. after that nasty ankle injury last year, or heel injury. Suffered at junior training, donating some time, if you don't mind.
I call him the neighbour, Todd. He's 50 metres from our house.
Okay. So Chase Scoble, with an encouraging early couple of touches, goes with the right boot towards half forward. Lahure. Nice early use of the body on Perugia, and the kick didn't let him down either. He went lateral to Joel Cadman. Now he needs a presence here, and he'll get it through Myers. It was a well-weighted kick in the end. Oh, Myers dropped what he should have taken on the blind turn with Sublime. And he goes onto that right boot and chisels it out wide in the Edwards direction. Clean bowled him over the line. We'll get a boundary throwing.
Another fumble, Todd.
In his first game for the Devils last year, he was instrumental with a couple of goals in the opening turn to this very end. And the goal of the gate contender from where this boundary umpire will return the footy. Myers with front spot, won the tap and the second effort. Now he's tackled, taken to the ground. He'll be lucky to get away with this, and the umpire's pinged him. And the Bloods will get a chance to. Lachlan Walker, who we spoke about on the tackling front, will endeavour to get the Bloods out of trouble into the stiff breeze. So Walker comes broadcast side. Thornycroft provided the aerial and had the awareness to keep it in and fired the hand pass to Borg, with the kick's been cut off on broadcast centre wing by Lahure. So you need to be smart with the breeze. It really does add another dynamic to the game. Liam Carter read it best and played on. He gave it to Minito, who went to half forward, went over the head of Farrugia. He was quick to turn, though, and his gather was clean, and he kept it in. He did well. Oh, it's going to come back. And a brave boundary umpire adjacent to the Bloods coach's box. He'll be pretty happy with this start, 8.5 minutes into this opening term.
I'll tell you what, there, he was very lucky because Kite had got off Gardner, Todd, and he was going to take an easy chest mark.
So let off for the Devils, albeit no shot on goal. But if it's out of bounds, Wayne, it's
correct.
Out of bounds. Throw in. Tap one by Robinson, who's gone into the ruck. The umpire's picked out a free kick. It's going to go to Jack Walker, who missed last week's big win over Sunbury. He's off on his bike, and he kept it low, and the kick was terrific. Found Liam Carter, who'll go back and have a tricky shot on goal with a left to right to negotiate from here.
Just gave him too much room, Todd. Matty Brett, and the kick was very, very good.
So tick over 9 minutes gone. Darley 2, lead Melton, no score. And let's not forget the Devils kicking with the aid of that breeze. So this will be a left to right for Carter. He would have done this at training a number of times over his journey here. And look at it go.
Oh.
Well, it didn't score in the end, out of bounds on the full. A couple of the Bloods fans clapping early.
That looked good for the first 25 metres, Todd. Then it did a right turn.
So Gardner with a dangerous kick. It was well weighted in the end there from the youngster. Full of confidence after a PFL pre-season with Geelong. Lahure found Edwards. Now that was better, clean hands, and a bit more surety for the Devils as Baker gets on the end of one. And he too lowers the eyes. A clean bowled Walker through his hands. The kick was a little bit too heavy. Chance for Duncan Cadman. But the Bloods just had numbers at ground level. Borg might have copped one high. The umpire let it go. Lachlan Walker's kick was smothered by Hines. Second effort okay. Gathered. Bailed up there by Borg, no prior. And we'll get a ball up.
They look like two wrestlers in the WWF then.
Yeah. Only this is real. 1 point lead of the Devils. 10.5 minutes gone, opening turn. Duncan Cadman into the ruck. Won that. His second effort good. Then went to Soccer. Dribbling ball to half forward. Edwards swoops on it. Chance here for Jack Bewley. Gave it to brother Brett. Got it forward. Hatcher spent it before he had it. Loose ball opportunity for the Bloods to get themselves out of trouble. Use of the body by Myers on Robinson was enough to spill the ball to Brett Bewley to Baker, and his non-preferred tumbling kick forward, hopeful rather than anything else. Such was the difficult nature of the breeze. Shorty Cutter was unable to get a fist on it, but the ball bounced over the line for a throw-in.
Doesn't get caught on his right foot too often, Baker, but he did on that occasion, and yeah, just threw it on the boot.
Boundary throw-in. Darley in attack here. Probably a goal or two behind par at the moment, you'd think. Bewley, non-preferred, on the right. to a dangerous area. Ground ball, strength. Jack Bewley across the body, missed to the right.
Ooh.
And we'll get the Devils' third behind of the afternoon.
Real arm wrestle this, Todd.
Yeah, 3 plays, 1. And we'll keep you updated with scores around the grounds today. Really looking forward to the North Ballarat Sunbury game up there at Mars Stadium. Who's your tip in that one, Wayne?
I'll go North.
Yeah, North for me. Sebastopol and the Lakers.
Oh, Sebast.
Yeah, Sebast have played the bottom 4 sides, with all respect.
Yep.
To
Ballarat and Redan, Todd. Ballarat.
Yeah, and Ballarat to get it done. So Sunbury searching for a response, while capable. What was witness of North Ballarat last week against East Point probably elevates them to favouritism, given that heavy loss to Sunbury to the Bloods at the
Correct.
Clark Oval. Now, Chancellor Robinson. Fed the ball by hand to Carter. Gather was clean. Now, once the handball parts give, and he found it in the end through Sullivan, who just tipped it in the Davis direction. Chaz Jones got an important little fist on it. Didn't get enough on it to get it over the boundary line. So Sullivan, the beneficiary. Squaring kick. Who's at the back? It's a dangerous ball. It's the 200 gamer. And Kite.
You got to be kidding me. He's
Has
missed.
missed.
He ran into the square, Todd, and missed. Can you believe it?
Yeah. Wow.
My goodness. He would never have done that in his life, Todd.
Sailor behind to bring the ball back into play. He chisels the ball out in the direction of Tanner. He presented well and was strong.
And that was clever, Todd. He changed the hands from going to mark it out in front and realised I could take it on his chest, and it was safe and secure.
Yeah, a little fist on the ball from Phillips was enough to get it to the boundary line. And that's what Jones needed at half forward at the other end. He
Spot on with your call there, Todd. He just had to get enough on it to get over the fence and regroup. Anyway, they dodged a bullet there, Darley, but they'd be pretty happy with how it sits at the stage, Melton.
boundary throw in. Give that to Robinson. Handley soccer off the ground. Been involved in a rebound kick there from Walker, and the kick was okay and found Liam Carter right in front of us here. So he goes along the line. It was an awkward kick, but favoured those who played in front. And this occasion it was Ryan Davis. It wasn't a bad kick off the boot. Went in direction of Hanley. He's normally pretty sure overhead. It was good pressure from Baker just to provide enough contact. White taken to the ground. Umpire called play on.
Oh, that's in the back, Todd.
And we'll
that's in the back.
We'll get a ball up 45 metres away from the Melton goal.
That's just a poor tackle. Pay the in the back, umpire.
14 minutes gone opening term. Darley 3 lead Melton 2. So if you're late to the game, you haven't missed anything. Ground ball. Players just working themselves out with that, not only between themselves, but the third dimension in this game, the wind.
Correct. Conditions.
Tap one by Tanner. Hickey. Ground ball. Matricati. Kick smothered. Clever little chip there from Farrugia in the Liam Carter direction. He's got it. He won't miss that. Not from a metre out. The Bloods get the first against the Tide. It's a big one here at McPherson Park. 1 goal, 2-8, the Bloods. They lead Darley 3 behinds. And the Bloods
I've got a
have
feeling.
earned that lead. They've been more impressive in the opening 15 minutes.
Correct. I've got a feeling, just thinking back from the memory, Todd, yeah. Matty Brett, quality player, as we know, he struggles here. I don't know why. It might be the Carter boys. He normally plays on one of them. My memory says he just struggles at this ground.
Well,
Anyway.
one of the games, he left in the opening 5 minutes with a knee injury. So, yeah, he didn't do much that day. Ball up. Tanner won the tap. And Ken Darley make the most of that clearance advantage number that they have. Over the Bloods. Tanner. Searchy kick inside 50. Walker. Terrific off last line of defence, but the kick will be cut off there by Cadman. It's a good kick. Found Bewley unmarked. He'll go back and have a shot on goal here. They want to start sending somebody out into the vacant field here because if he gets hold of this, Bewley.
Yeah, the game won't restart for 5 minutes, Todd.
Fair dinkum, this could end up in the sale yards at Melton Toyota if he gets hold of it, Brett Bewley. But he just weighs the kick off the boot. Oh, and it cannons into the goalpost and saves somebody a walk. It's the Devils' 4th behind.
He just caressed that, Todd, and went through nearly post high.
Bloods lead by 4 points. Walker, short kick, out of defence, okay to Cotter. They've done that so often over the last 6 or 7 years. Just found a way to negotiate out of defence. So Sullivan with the left boot, out direction of Drever, the second gamer. He couldn't hang on. Bewley fed the ball by hand. Matricati was clever, got it back to Bewley. Left foot kick to a dangerous area. Myers, Johnson at the back. Weight of the footy. Just judged it better than the other 3 or 4 players. With the aid of that breeze, you've just got to be a little clever, and Johnson's IQ is right up there.
Classical Johnson. Todd, we've seen it time and time again. Just nudged him under the ball. Good hands. Yeah, that's vintage Johnson. Who hasn't been in great form, Todd, we must say.
I disagree. I think he's been pretty good. Well, and he's threaded that through.
As you'd expect.
And the Devils get there first. 1-4-10, Darley. Back in front, they lead Melton 1-8. But given the significance of the breeze to the right of screen, Melton will be quite happy with where the game's at. We'll get you an update score from around the grounds at quarter time in BFNL action. But if what we're witnessing already, Wayne, looks like we're in for another typical Melton Darley belter.
I think so, Todd.
Ball up, tap one by Tanner. Scramble opportunity. Chance behind. He's gone into the middle. Right foot kick towards Myers. And it knocked away from him by Phillips. Scramble. English normally very good here. Fed it by hand to Edwards. Hurried kick. Been cut off there by Walker. Right place, right time. He went wide to Scoble.
There's half a side full of those Walkers out here, Todd.
Yeah, the only one not playing is Luke Skywalker.
He's on another planet.
He is indeed, that's right. Chance for Lahure to do the rebounding. He went backwards with a 45 and it was okay. Kick into the middle of the ground was good and found Hind. Who went to go by hand and then thought, no, I'll just dribble it along the ground and make it difficult for Myers. His attack on the footy was clean. He's still not out of the contest yet, Myers. Adam Azzopardi trying to pick it up. And this will deservedly be, well, end up in a stoppage there with a couple of fumbling moments on the back of that grubbery kick.
That was an excellent kick from young Tanner to Hind then, Todd, and he's starting to get a bit of confidence, that young kid.
Yeah, he's a much improved player, Tanner, the beneficiary of that Footscray VFL pre-season. Adam Azzopardi went low. Ball was shoveled out there by Batty. Cleverly got it to Minito, and they hook up here. Hickey ran into a brick wall. Well, one that was half-built, i.e. Hatcher. The umpire's picked out a free kick here. It's going to go the Bloods' way. And an opportunity to break the play up because there was a dozen or so players around the footy, won't?
Correct.
We want to see an open brand. I know it can be difficult with the conditions. So Green Shields elects to go defensive side, and the kick lateral was okay to Batty. He can go short to Liam Carter, who...
Geez, he covers some ground, Todd, doesn't he?
Took the words out of my mouth, Wayne. And he's going to go backwards here with a risky kick. Gee, Batty had to stretch. And those fluorescent boots got him there in the end. So from just outside the defensive 50, it's a helicopter, not a bad effort. Nice little stretch and grab. Taken there by Handley, who's an excellent overhead player. And he'll go short to Scoble, who's enjoyed a few touches on that outer wing in this opening term. 20 minutes in. And he'll look to send the ball forward towards the attacking 50 in the kite direction. Somehow the ball went over here and Gardner's head, but Gardner's got some toe, and he'll back himself in, but it was a nervous kick. He did all but execute in the end, and they'll get the rebound forward. The Bloods, and Kite will get on the end of it.
Dropped it.
Oh, he dropped what he should have swallowed. Second effort, left foot kick. It's gone across the face, and it's gone through for a minor score. So...
It's all happening here, Toddy.
Not all going right for the 200 gamer, and 300 games for the club, 200 senior games. What a great story there from Braden Kite, and he's won many games for the Bloods off his own boot. So Matthew Brett goes with the kick up into the breeze, and Handley, excellent use, had a bit of it. Now Bewley's got a couple to beat, needs some support. He'll get it through Adam Azzopardi. There was a good gather at ground level. He went in direction of Myers, but the bouncing ball will find its way into the Darley coach's box. The new
Oh,
rule, of course,
yeah,
the lasso.
free kick.
Walker, speak of Riley, kept it low. Handley won't drop that. Played on, went by hands to Hickey. Bit flat-footed at the moment, the Devils. It'll sit up for Farrugia, who gave it to the running Borg. Got around Duncan Cadman just and sent it forward to a dangerous area in Kite in the middle. Couldn't get purchase on the footy. Was a clever tap to space. Gathered by Ericsson. Dribbling ball to the goal line. Hatcher there to save the day. And a rush behind for the Bloods.
Clever kick, Todd. It would have gone through had not Hatchett saved the day. So, they'd be very happy with where they're at, Melton.
Near 22 minutes gone.
10 points apiece, Todd.
So the old-fashioned barrel, Hine got a bit of it in the middle of the ground, made it difficult for Tanner. Andy Azzopardi wasn't clean enough. It was a heavy ball. Tanner picked it up like a small guy, but didn't look. Walker got his hand on it as the only man out there in the deep, albeit the last line of defence. Sidestep around Jack Bewley was enough, and then he sent it broadcast side. Bouncing ball, Edwards couldn't keep it in. And we'll get a boundary thrown on half forward, adjacent to the Devils coach's box. Scores level here at Mackey Park.
10 points apiece, 1-4, 10.
Whilst Kite's missed a couple, the Bloods will be more than happy with where the game's at.
Absolutely, Todd.
Throw in, ground ball opportunity. Inglis to Hind. Inboard he went. George, Bewley, sidestep. Oh, they've been Bewley near the Bloods. And the finish is just off to the left, and Bewley's missed another. 2 behinds for the Devils captain. 1-5-11. Opportunities now beginning to prove costly in the context of the game.
Absolutely, Todd.
Albeit the present. Still plenty more to play out as Cotter went short, and Tanner again, who's been arguably Darley's best player in the opening term. Yeah, got a fist on the footy and we'll get a boundary throwing.
Yeah, he's got a lot of confidence, Todd. Obviously, pre-season down at the Bulldogs hasn't done him any harm at all, and he looks a different player, doesn't he?
Well, he's running on top of the ground. He's a lot fitter than
he's
last
mobile
year.
Yeah.
And with preparation comes confidence, Wayne. Boundary throw in. Tanner. We'll give him that tap and the tiebreaker. Myers broke the tackle and across the body. He straightens up the Devils' errant ways of the opening 20 minutes and gets the job done. Darley get an all-important second goal of the term with the breeze. Near 24 minutes gone opening turn. They're 2-5-17. Melton 1-4-10.
Quality work from a bloke in outstanding form, Todd. Simple as that. Class player, class act, broke the tackle. Knew where he was, screwed over his body, put it through the middle.
Just the work rate alone from Myers in the air, on the ground, breaking tackles, squaring away stoppage, aerial presence. Any wonder he's gassed and off for a spell.
Yeah. Still, they take it, Melton. Oh, no doubt. Myers.
Back of the restart. Tap one by Thornycroft. Uncontested in the end to Hickey. Sent it forward. Matthew Brett, touch of the fumbles. Now he's under the pump. Kite held without it. The umpire saw it.
Yep.
Yeah, like a good fisherman. He knew where the fish were biting, Kite. And he played on it half forward. And went long to Farrugia. Nearly front on contact. Umpire said no. And Lahoure, pinpoint, found Bewley. Now he's got Johnson short, but he went for a longer option. It's all Bloods and they'll cut it off. But not without some frontal pressure from the Devils. Too high, said the umpire.
Yeah. Initial contact a bit high on the neighbour.
So Hickey's been good early, as he always is against the Devils between the arcs. And he goes lateral and wide to the outer side of the ground to Phillips. I'll be happy just to take some time off the clock, the Bloods. Kicking into this breeze. They look to go forward on this occasion, and it's Thornycroft. We'll go with the high drop punt that'll hold up in the breeze. Players fly. Nervous ones at that. Adam Azzopardi just threw it onto the boot. Batty should swallow this up, and he does on broadcast centre wing. And he'll go lateral to Scoble, who's covered some ground. Now he's looking for an option, and he'll go short. And Green Shields didn't let him down. He can go back to Scoble if he likes, but he's got to get onto that left foot. And he does, and he sends it into attack. And an uncontested mark taken there by the Devils by Lachlan Walker, who went short to Borg. And he'll go back and have a shot on goal here from...
He just completely outpointed Bewley then, Todd.
35 to 40 metres out from goal.
Don't see that happen too often.
From Kyle Borg. No doubt both sides would have penciled in this game many weeks ago was one you want to perform in. Borg's got a history of bobbing up on the big ones. Can he get it done? Kick's on its way. Off to the right. Not a bad kick, but gee, it's a stiff breeze from left to right. One behind. 1-5 Melton. Darley 2-5.
I'm wondering, Todd, how if it's as bad as we think out there compared to what we're feeling here, because they're kicking the ball reasonably well into it.
Yeah, as Bewley is with it. It went beyond the middle of the ground. Chance for Johnson. Who would have thought he'd been able to impact the kick in, because he started inside half forward when Bewley kicked that footy. Cotter, Borg, Lachlan Walker, Hickey. Took them on, gave it back to Borg, fed it to Lachlan Walker. Good play, Bloods. Into attack. Kite the target. Ground ball. Here comes Davis. Took them on, fed the ball by hand. It was well read by Gardner. Stole it from him and went with the right boot. Kick meant for Bewley. Overcooked the kick. Good attack on the footy from Minito, but he went without in the end. Edwards held up by Hickey. Bewley trying to release the ball. Somehow got boot to it with just the one arm. Cutting it off was Cotter on half back. 27.5 minutes gone. Opening term, just the 3 goals for the term. It's 10 behinds collectively. So Cotter normally a good ball user. Send it forward. Brett had a bit of it. Umpire called play on. Out the back got Carter to Ferrugia. Right foot kick to a dangerous area. Scoble. Oh, had it knocked away from him. Good fist on the footy from Matt Riccardi.
Oh, that was timely, Todd.
Found a safety in the
very,
line.
Very dangerous position, and he came in with a big fist and hit it flush.
So the Bloods trail by 6 points. It's been a decent effort into the breeze. Throw in. Ferrugia to contest the ruck duel with the hooray. Umpire's picked out a free kick here.
Jeez.
It's going to go against Jones.
What'd you make of that, Todd?
Yeah, I was just sort of looking where the ball was. Seemed like something just sort of happened after the contest. It'll be Jack Walker to have a shot here from about 35 as time continues to tick away in this opening term. Melton trail by a goal. And I tell you what, if they get a level of scores here, it'll be good as an opening quarter win. Oh, that's a good kick.
That's a very good kick, Todd.
And Walker squares the ledger here at McPherson Park. 2 goals, 5 apiece. Darley's first quarters have been quite disappointing on the score front. Clearly their lowest scoring quarter. And they actually average, well, just 12 and a bit, Jack Walker with that.
Yep.
So the Devils have just kicked 6 goals, 11 in their opening 3 games in first quarters. And the numbers here today, despite with the breeze, won't improve that too much either.
No, they don't lie, Todd. 2, 5, 17 apiece.
Back of the restart. Tanner won the tap. Jack Walker, confidence up after the recent goal. And the siren. Bloods fans up and about. And the Devils, they head to the quarter-time huddle with some work to do, as they have done in their opening 3 games thus far in season 2026. Wayne, you've got the goal scorers.
Yeah, we've got the goal scorers for Melton, Todd. We've got Jay Walker with 1 and Al Carter with 1. Darley, we've got Billy Myers and Will Johnson, 1 each. Yeah, they'd be well pleased with that, Melton.
Yeah, the breeze has been quite swirly, but definitely favouring the right of screen, given the weight of territory that you can get going forward, and that's as good as a win for Melton. So Darley up against it will need to find something, as the Bloods did in the opening term. But that first quarter, clearly the Devils, well, has been consistently their lowest scoring quarter of the season. And let's see if they can improve. Otherwise, the Bloods, if they can continue on their merry way here, they could put the Devils' 23-game winning streak in jeopardy. Of course, the last time the Devils lost was here in round 1 last year. And just to add further confidence to the Bloods camp, they've won 4 of the last 5 meets against the Devils. Guys, we'll take a break. Scores level here at quarter time, 2-5-17 apiece. Back with the second quarter action in around 5 minutes' time.
Goes long to Joyce again. He goes in that direction, or 3 to beat in the air. But why wouldn't you when you got JJ? Mark of the day contender. Who's...
Tanner, he's read it well today, and he has a party. Allowed some space there for his brother Adam to kick it across the body. What a finish! We've had 3 goal of the day contenders in the opening quarter and a bit. Welcome back to McPherson Park ahead of the second quarter action. Scores level here at Mackie Park, but in other BFNL action, Wayne, you've got some update scores.
We've got Sebastopol 47, Lake Windermere 1, North Ballarat 19, Sunbury 12, and Redan 26, Ballarat 12.
And a cheerio going out to Frankie Myers at King Ash Bay with all his Darley mates tuning in this afternoon. His son Bill on the board with 1 goal. But the Bloods have come to play in front of their home fans on Braden Kite's 200th game and a reunion of their back-to-back success in 2000 and 2001. And back in the days of the RDFL with their win in 1986. So they're all represented here today on the Bloods front with success, and they're hoping that will translate to an on-field success in this round 4 fixture. BFNL's match of the round. They did plenty right, the Bloods into the breeze, Wayne.
Certainly did, Todd, and let's see what Darley can bring against it. Over to you, Darley.
Not far off a start here. As the siren sounds to get play underway, stick with us via the BFNL Match Centre. Melton will kick with the aid of a breeze in this second term, we think, in the about 3 or 4. Baker got the first important touch. Bewley found Andy as a party. Dribbling kick forward, one-armed attempt by Duncan Cadman, swarmed by Bloods defenders. Manito, one of those. Here come the reinforcements for the Devils in Adam as a party. They do enough to square away a stoppage on half forward out of side. First goal of this second term, all important in the context of this game. Ball up, tap one by Thornycroft. Running onto it was Handley. Got a territory gain to half forward. Bringing it well was Myers, who clever decision to put him behind the ball with the Devils into the breeze. Baker looks sore. Walker's kick into the middle was good and found Hickey, who had a good opening term. Goes with the right boot out wide towards Brodie Sullivan. He's on his non-preferred. Now Myers has been held up. Bloods wanted holding the ball. Now he's going to get it on the second occasion. He will.
Horrible decision, Todd. Horrible. Probably could have got the first one. The umpire was 40 metres with his back to him and just couldn't see what was going on. Couldn't.
So the Devils struggled from set shots from in more straight in front positions. But Sullivan, with experience at the ground, we'll see how he negotiates. So he gives himself some room, and it's a tumbling helicopter ball that's done enough to get that all-important first goal of the second term.
You couldn't believe that, Todd. He just cooked it. It just went straight. It just kept going straight, didn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't deviate at all, and he didn't hit it right. Ran out as you'd expect on his left, and anyway, all it does is go straight. Well done to the kid.
It was like a helicopter propelling that didn't want to land. Just kept itself at about 20 feet. It was too high for the Devils defenders. And there was enough weight on the kick, penetration through the footy for the breeze not to have any real deviation. So first goal to the Bloods, albeit first blood to the Bloods in the second term. Bewley held up, we'll get a ball up.
Not the start Darley wanted, Todd.
Not the time I want to be getting Domino's notifications either, mind you. Ball up. Through traffic. Handley, quick hands. Walker, standing start. Got the territory.
Ooh,
Brown ball opportunity here. Clean bowled Sullivan. Bewley's attack on that was Hind, in fact. Borg, inside, outside. Couple of the racehorses, 1-on-1. It was good corralling from Hind. Got enough on the hand pass, though, to Handley. Found space, albeit through Hickey. Just outreached hands. The breeze just got hold of it. Myers did the mopping up and found Joel Cadman. It was a terrible kick. Cut off there by Borg onto his left boot. Got plenty of territory, Myers. Took a nice overhead intercept mark. And I think if Darley are going to win, Myers is going to have to be pretty prominent given his what's going to be asked of him against the breeze.
very much so, Todd. He started well, and yeah.
So the Devils are away here. Right foot kick towards the wing. It's been cut off there by Phillips, who did well. He's got Hickey in the middle of the ground. He's unmarked. And he's been unmarked for the most part of the afternoon, in fairness. And he's taken full advantage. Arguably the leading possession winner on the ground. He went short to Cotter, who's in the middle of the ground. And he just sits it up to the dangerous area looking for Carter. Half a dozen fly. Who's at ground level? Matt Riccardi's one of those who gave it to Billy Myers. Right foot kick was terrific and found Edwards. So Edwards with ball in hand, just chipped it over the top. It's always nervous when you do those pop kicks with the breeze because you've got to weight them well enough to deny the breeze an impact. So it's a bit of a catch-22 as Inglis goes along the line. Duncan Caminette front spot. Manito did the sharking. And they'll combine here the Bloods through Green Shields with a grass cutter. Matricati. Left-hand hand pass to Inglis. His frontal pressure from Scoble was good. Adam Azzopardi got it back to Inglis. High up and under kick. Cotter the spoil on Bewley. Did enough. Clearing kick from Manito. Was a tumbling one at that. Just found the back of an SCUV in the end, and there'll be a rebound free kick for the Devils.
Just threw it on the boot, Todd, and hope for the best, but the wind got a hold of it.
So that'll be Darcy Matricati to Andy Azzopardi. He kicked the last 3 goals of the game last week, mind you. His fitness came to the fore, ran out the game well. He went along the line. Cotter had front spot. Tanner did enough to get a spoil on it. And we'll get a stoppage. Out of side centre wing. Melton with the only goal of the term. They lead by 6. Umpires picked out a free kick here. It's going to go Darley's way for a ruck infringement. It's going to go to Duncan Cadman, who went short to Hind. So Hind's got Freeman on broadcast side, but he elects to go short to Azzopardi. Speak of Adam, back to Hind, wide in the Edwards direction. Ericsson didn't have to bend far to pick it up off the ground. Fed it by Andy Cotter. Went with the right boot out wide towards Carter, who marked on broadcast centre wing. And he wheels and goes and gets onto that right boot to a dangerous area. Myers had a bit of it. Kite did the ground ball, and then he's tackled, taken to the ground and pinged.
Great tackle, Billy Myers. Had momentum, Kite, but he just nailed him, Billy.
So Myers is off, and with the right boot, he'll turn it over, despite the effort of Edwards. And Liam Carter with ball in hand, has Cotter short if he likes. And he'll go wide to Borg, who's got some toe and excellent agility. But he concedes with a hand pass to Cotter, who's patient. Ball set up for him. Now measures the kick. Hickey took a nice grab just inside the boundary line. It looked like he wanted to go then, Hickey, but
correct.
Lahure stood in his way enough. So he'll go to the pocket. Perugia over his head. And one bounce over the line. We'll get a boundary throw in. Bloods in attack, 40 metres around from their goal. So Brodie Sullivan with the only goal of the second term. 6.5 minutes in. Melton lead by 6. There's the throw in. Faruja at the back. Andy Azzopardi held up by Ericsson. And we'll get a ball up. So
Lahure in the ruck.
He'll contest that against Faruja. Copy paste, we'll get a ball up.
I reckon that's his first go as a ruckman, Todd.
Well, they're all getting a go this year at Darley in the ruck. Except Harley Inglis, of course. Ball up. Nearly over the shoulder against Lahure.
He got away with one there, Todd, I think.
Just a bit of craft may have deserted it, a bit of inexperienced in the role. But, well, we've got a sun-kissed McPherson Park. The breeze is significant, making it difficult for the players to just execute the fundamentals. That's a good boundary throw-in. Gee, the tap from Faruja was as good as a kick to a dangerous area. George needed to be clean, he was. Myers showed some agility to feed the ball by hand to Brett, who's closed down by Walker. Kick on the bounce, Matricati. Some good work there by Batty, and the ball dribbled over the line for a boundary throw-in. 25 metres around from the Melton goal. 8 minutes into this second term. Bloods lead by 6. Throw in. Lahure, clever tap. Matricati will get one high. He did go low. Threw the line over and got a bite. So the fish are biting at Mackie Park today, won't?
That's the salmon that jumps on the hook for you, Todd.
Indeed. So Lockie George. He should be a good ball user into the breeze with his technique. And, well, that was a half volley in the end. It made it difficult. Gardner Pressure to the ground. Duncan Cadman fed it by Andrew Edwards. Inboard to Hind. Good vision to Bewley. Slow hand pass. Oh, they've made a meal of it, the Devils. That's nearly a lasso or a lasso, given it came off the shin of Duncan Cadman.
Too much handball, Todd.
And it went over the line. So if not for the Bewley handball, it was the Cadman connection that should have resulted in a Melton free kick.
Correct.
Boundary throw in. Duncan Cadman won the tap. George held up, and we'll get a ball up. 9 minutes gone, second term.
Melton by a goal.
On a high after their 83-point win on the road over Sunbury last week. Tap one there by Robinson, only as far as Baker. He got it to Matricati on the bounce. Well, he never really took possession in the end, and now the question's been asked. But
got him hemmed in here, Melton.
We'll get a ball up. So they'll contest again. Duncan Cadman won the tap to the advantage of Baker, who released the ball by hand. Somehow the ball kept in. Hickey kept running and sent it towards Faruja. Lahure got first dibs on the footy. Ball spat out the back. Myers protected the ball, allowed Lahure to gather. Needs to be clever here. Dangerous. Freeman, loose hand pass, missed the target, meant for George. Look out, Sullivan again! Got it done for the Bloods, and they get some separation. We're out to a 12-point lead. Near 10 and a half minutes gone, second term.
Just execution of the handball was just poor, Todd. They had options. I think they took the wrong options, and then the execution was poor. Opened up half a chance for Sullivan. He made the most of it.
Darley just a bit overawed with the breeze. They're just not coping. And
they're not handling the conditions, Todd, at all.
And it's just another day at Mackie Park for the Bloods at the moment.
Wouldn't want to concede the next, Todd.
Well, the Bloods have clearly made the adjustment. Well, much better than the Devils have at this point of the game. And that is validated on the scoreboard with a 12-point lead to Melton. 11 minutes into this second term.
Lockie George into the middle, Todd.
Yeah, well, he'll have to have his skates on. He's seemingly matched up with Hickey there, who is an excellent two-way runner. Tap one by Duncan Cadman. He's got to do it all his own here. Got the handball give to Bewley, who looked to wait the kick out in the anti-as-a-party direction. It was good work there from Burquest in the end. High kick. Oh, got a favourable bounce. Clever tap there from... was Davis to keep it alive. Hot footy, gathered by Lachlan Walker to Hickey. Gave it back to Lachlan Walker. Left foot kick forward. It's been cut off there by Myers. And he'll send the ball well. It was a difficult kick. Turnover opportunity. Manito was Paddy, in fact. Paddy got it done. It was an excellent finish. Capitalising on the turnover from Myers, and Paddy read it best. Gathered cleanly on the half volley.
Horrible kick.
He got the finish done.
Yeah, horrible kick from Myers. Yeah, 3 goals out in front. 12 minutes. Plenty of time left, Todd. They can do some real damage here.
Melton 5-5 lead. Darley 2-5. 18-point lead to the Bloods. Near 12 and a half minutes gone. Still about 18 minutes left of this second term. As you did say at the top of this term, what say of the Devils? Tanner, Baker, back to Tanner, couldn't gather cleanly. And the Bloods up for the fight. We'll get a ball up. So that'll be Tanner and Robinson. Tanner won the tap. Loose ball. They work it out here, the Bloods, with a kick across the body. Good use of the body there from the Devils through Freeman, who went back to Matthew Brett, who's normally pretty good by foot, but he likes to go by hand to Joel Cadman, who's corralled by Erickson.
Oh.
Now he went into traffic to Adam as a party. Look out. You want to be good here, Freeman? Joel Cadman did well. He kept running and sent it forward. Nearly a grass cutter catch there from Johnson. Jeez, they had the outnumber there. The Devils are going to make a meal of it. Riley Walker was courageous. They're still got an outnumber, the Devils. Can they work it out? Joel Cadman. Awkward kick, and he managed to find the outnumber of Bloods in the end. Can you believe it? Lachlan Walker into the middle of the ground. They should have numbers here, the Bloods, because the Devils had numbers to the boundary side. Manito with a thumping kick in the Carter direction.
Oh.
Guess who? Myers.
Courageous. Great mark, Myers.
So Myers sends this chiselling ball out to Johnson, who had to bend again. He's got Cabin to the outside.
Oh,
And they've overcooked the kick. Another turnover. Now Walker's off on his bike. Lowers the eyes. Goes towards Kite. Gardner did enough to the spoil. Adam Azzopardi closed down, but not before he get the hand pass away to Johnson, who took time to get rid of it. Put his man under pressure. Johnson kept running. Was good footy awareness and found Bewley.
Ooh.
Somehow was able just to be right place, right time.
I've
on the
backed
end of that
horses,
kick.
Todd, that aren't as much pressure as these blokes at the minute. They just can't find it. Oh.
Yeah. And not a whip amongst them.
Nah, full credit to Melton. They just put enormous pressure on Darley.
So Bewley lopes away, and he too struggles into the breeze. Cotter got it on the bounce, and Jack Bewley did well not to concede a free kick there.
Yeah.
With Cotter with all the momentum forward through the line over, but Jack Bewley did well to hold him up. He looks a bit sore too, Jack Bewley, as he goes away. Tap one by Tanner. Lachlan Walker did the sharking and just waltzed away and went inboard. It was a hot footy. And we'll get a ball up. So pressure up in this game. Burquest wasn't done all the favours. Now Baker, cleverly, got it to Bewley. His hand pass was awry. Turnover opportunity. Ball gone. Umpire
Oh,
called
come
play
on, umpire.
Quick hands to Cadman. Left foot kick. Territory going to the end, and the Bloods will get it back with a rebound. And it'll be Riley Walker. He'll look to go to the middle of the ground to Jack Walker. He read it better than Adam Azzopardi. Got the overlap to Sullivan, who's up and about with 2 goals in this term. Sent it forward. Missed the target. And to Matthew Brett came the turnover. It was a good stretch from Jones in the end. He fit it by hand of Myers. On half back. Measured the kick beautifully to Inglis. Arguably the Devils' best passage on the back of that Sullivan turnover.
Got George short there, is it?
And Inglis went short to
No.
Hatcher,
Where is George?
who'll go into the middle of the ground to Hind. Dead smack in the middle of the ground is Hind, who had 35 possessions last week. Went short to White. Can give it back to Hind if he likes. He looked to draw the man. Now he gave it to Hind. And he sent it forward. The kick was good and found Inglis. I like the way White tried to draw the man on the mark, but the man on the mark could only stand as the kick went forward and found George on the lead.
Do you like that rule, George? Todd?
I don't mind it. I don't mind any of the new rules, but it was almost comical in hindsight. So White is trying to draw the man so he can feed the ball by hand, and the man on the mark can't move.
Yeah.
So it'll be George into the breeze. It's an important kick. And it's hit the post. The Devils' second poster of the afternoon.
Must have looked good for a long way, Todd, where he was. Anyway. As
How
you
about
said,
the kick? Back in play, found Jack Walker. Didn't have to move on half back. So he pirouettes and then he's up on his bike with a right foot kick to half forward. Gardner through his hands. Clean bowled Lahoure. Ferrugia, Kite, Manito had to stop and prop under the footy. Now he's in trouble. Fed the ball by hand. Gardner got an important touch on it. Good use of the body by Kite. Tried to feed the ball through the legs. Baker, important hands. Got it to Hind. Found Tanner. They got the overlap, but Inglis is in trouble. Hind corralled. Should have given it to Bewley.
Oh.
There's a turnover opportunity for Manito. Fed it over the top. Sullivan. It might be Davis. Now he's in trouble. Loose ball. Myers. Can he do the mopping up for the Devils again? He does. Jones is a left footer. Closing his batty. Look out. White. You two look out, son. You're gone. Oh, it's going to come back. Free kick to Jones for some late contact. So the Devils will breathe a sigh of relief and a chance for a mini reset. Might just go the bailout to Myers, and why wouldn't you? So Myers in just 20 minutes has elevated himself to the Devils' most important player alongside Tanner, who competed hard for that contest. It's been a deep performance from the Bloods. Chance here for Burquest. Tumbling left foot kick out wide, and Myers will get it again. Oh no, it's bounced just inside the line. One bounce out of bounds. Bloods in attack, 35 metres away from their goal. And they have a 17-point lead. 18 and a half minutes into this second term.
Over a very shaky Darley as we speak, Todd.
Throw in. Near the ruckman. Well, could gain any ascendancy from that throw in, given the nature of the breeze. And Borg was held up by Hind, and a couple of the speedsters square away a stoppage. We'll get a ball up. Bloods in attack. So it'll be Lahure and Farrugia to contest. Farrugia won the tap. Walker kept running. Joel Cadman fed it out. Not out of trouble yet. The Devils. Matt Riccardi. Fed it by Andy Gardner. And he went with the right foot kick to half back. Well, that's a good mark from George.
Dodged a bullet there, Todd.
Yeah.
Could have easily been in the back.
So George looking for an option and try to thread the needle. It's been cut off. And Manito will get on the end of it. Well, what's happened here?
Oh, he got buried into the ground, Todd, and he hasn't moved since.
Oh, Lachlan Walker.
Yeah.
So there'll be a stall in play. Whilst all and sundry check on the Bloods in and under utility, an important cog for the Bloods over a number of years. Lachlan Walker. He's come off a little worse aware from that previous tackle. I'll just give you an update score, and I imagine it's the 20-minute mark of the second term around the region. Sebastopol 87 lead Lake Windaree 3. North Ballarat 46 lead Sunbury 19. Redan 35 lead Ballarat 31. But just 20 minutes into the second quarter, Sebastopol 87 Lake Windaree 3. Can you believe it?
Yeah, that's ugly.
22
Anyway.
shots on goal to 3.
They were meant to be the big improvers this year, Todd.
Yeah, and Clint Proctor's boys are clearly coming. They'll miss Barras when he leaves in a few weeks, but they got one coming. Ball goes into attack. Matthew Brett, whoa, just missed the target. He'd normally swallow that up. And Matt Riccardi had the awareness to get a hand on that footy before it went out of bounds. That would have been a rebound free kick to the Bloods. So not a lot of highlights for the reigning premiers thus far in the opening quarter and a half. The Bloods have certainly come to play and have managed their time, both into and with the breeze, better than the Devils. They've earned this 17-point lead in time on. There's the ball up. Tap one by Duncan Cadman. Kite, fed it by hand. Benito, touch of the fumbles, had to go handball in the air. Jack Walker kept it alive. And Jones just hustled it over for a boundary throw-in. 49.9 metres away from the Melton goal. So Sebastopol, they'll go 4-0, and they'll have played Redan, East Point,
Windaree and whoever.
Windaree and Ballarat. They'll be primed. They should be fresh for their Biggie Boy month coming up. Loose ball opportunity. Borg through the hit back. Umpire called play on, and Pinckney for holding the ball.
Looked like he got a bit of a handball on it, Todd, but anyway.
Well, no bite on that occasion. Well, that's a horrible kick. Farrugia gathered cleanly, thumped it forward.
Gee, it's a
It
goal.
might be accurate.
That's a
Farrugia
goal.
got it done.
Yep.
The outstretched hands of Myers, and his body cannoned into the goalpost. But they got the journey. So a little bit of luck for the Bloods. On the back of that errant exit kick from the Devils. They just can't get out of their own way at the moment. It's the Bloods who lead by 23. 6-5-41, Darley 2-6-18. 22 and a half minutes gone, second term. So 4 straight for the Bloods this term. Darley with the one behind. Darley had kicked 2-5 with it. Had 7 shots. The Bloods have had just the 4, but you do the math. Here they go again. Manito. Hickey ran into a brick wall
Gone.
in Bewley, holding the ball. He's got Matricati broadcast side. He wants it, but he'll lope onto the left and he'll go with a high one. Cotter knocked away from him. Well read by Batty. Fed it to Walker. Sidestep good and went with the right boot. Got some good territory. Faruja in the spot at the back. Waiting at the back there was Matthew Brett. Somehow he ended up involved in the contest. Hand pass to Freeman. He's in trouble! And gone!
Mate. Yeah, the bloke 20 metres away, Todd. But look, he's inexperienced.
Umpire call play on now as Manito went forward and found Kite on the lead. So Kite up against the boundary line, 40 metres out from goal. I've seen him kick him from here, and I know the loyal and faithful in the background have seen him kick it from here a number of times. But the degree of difficulty is higher out of 10 than the number on his back, Wayne.
Correct, Todd.
Well, let's see how he goes. He's an X-Factor talent, and the kick's on its way, and just off to the right. Kite's third behind of the afternoon. Melton sixth. They're 6-6-42. They lead Darley 2-6-18. A 4-goal ball game. Time on. And Troy Scoble continues with his impeccable record against the Devils. 4 wins out of 5.
Oh, they're killing the ball, the Devils. Todd,
And they're well on their way here in this second term. So Myers has got it again. And he'll go with the right boot. Direction of Bewley. Manito at the back. Ground ball. Chance of Bewley. Bit of hoo-ha going on in the background.
Yeah.
And in the foreground.
There's a bit happening off the ball, Todd.
Chance of Thornycroft. It goes
There's
to
an umpire there.
I was going to call. That's an excellent grab taken there. Oh, he was
Played
off.
on, he's off.
Played
Oh,
on.
come on, umpire.
That'll be Handley.
Oh, they do it at the highest level, Todd. Why would they do it here?
I thought he was off.
Oh, of course he was off.
But again, degree of difficulty here. We'll ask questions of quite a progressive talent. Kicks on its way, and he's done it, Handley. He's answered the call.
He split the middle there, Todd.
Terrific finish. And a quality young type. 5-goal lead now to the Blood. 7-6-48. They lead Darley 2-6-18. 25 and a half minutes gone. Second term. Devils rattled. Momentum with the Bloods. On and off the field, Wayne. They're up and about.
Sorry.
26 minutes gone. 26 minutes gone in this second term. Melton have 5 unanswered goals for the term. That's the separation you see on the scoreboard. Tap from Edwards.
Ooh.
Well, Hind was lucky. It fell into his hands. He read it best and went with the boot into the breeze. Now Hatcher, foot race on here. It was a good band, but Cotter was up to the task. Batty. Oh, he's been pinged for a throw, Hatcher. And he's opposing number 4, Cotter, will take the resultant free kick. And go by hand to Batty if he likes. But he wants the targets to come to him, and they're just queuing up at the moment. And Batty, who ended up with it in the end. And they might go backwards here, but why would you when you've got the breeze at your back? Hind, unrealistic. It'll be a free kick, despite Matthew Brett marking the footy. Just went a bit early, Hind. Nothing seemingly going right for the Devils. So it'll be Green Shields on the left boot. Oh, nobody really got in the right spot there, but Gardner with a territory gain. Bouncing ball to outer half-back. Foot race on here. Chance of Burquest. He gathered. He was well tackled there by
Edwards.
And taken to the ground. And we'll get a ball up.
Timely tackle, Todd.
And he's a little bit sore. Might have just rolled that ankle momentarily. So a bit of a stinger there for Edwards, who just can't take a trick with his injuries over the last couple of seasons. Manito, Hickey, they raffle it. Hickey said, well, I'll have it, and then dropped it in the end. Adam has the party. Fed it by hand to Inglis. It's been a bit of a lone hand on that outer centre wing for the Devils in this second term. He's had a few touches, but the majority of ball have been with the Bloods. It's a nice measured kick. Oh, went through the hands of Batty. Now Hind's got some toe, and he's got some support through Joel Cadman, who can go with the left boot. Hind will... Oh, it's a terrific mark. Running back with the flight.
Good professional hold up there too, Todd.
Yeah, he did well. So 28 minutes gone in this second term. Melton lead by 5 goals. And there's not a great deal of movement other than the one that came from Adam Azzopardi. He's got Joel Cadman short, and he was strong in the contest and took a nice grab.
And needed to be, Todd.
52 metres out from goal. Too far out to score. And he lowered the eyes and he went wide towards Myers. It just went through his hands. Ground ball opportunity. It was Cadman, in fact, but Bewley
Oh, he's
for
missed
a
the
third
other one.
behind. Darley 7th of the afternoon. So Bewley has 3 behinds at one end, Kite 3 at the other. A couple of the champs going toe-to-toe with points. How about that kick into the middle of the ground? Chance for Bewley. He'll end up with it somehow, just needs some support, but he'll do it all himself. Left foot kick to a one-on-one. Tanner, he'll get the hold. And or mark.
Yeah, correct, Todd. Geez, you did well then, Tanner.
Yeah, the
Up
umpire
against a
went
good
early with the
player,
whistle, so I thought he was going to pay the hold, and he marked it anyway.
In front of a quality player.
Yeah, Lachlan Phillips, premiership
Yeah.
player at the Bloods.
Hard to beat one-on-one, Todd.
Yeah. So, Tanner, it's an important kick. Deep in time on. Near 30 minutes gone in this second term. They've just managed the 2 behinds into the breeze. Has the kick. It was awkward. And it went off to the right, every bit right. And through for another behind. 2-8, 20 Darley. Batty will go back to Cotter. And the siren will sound. So a shot right on the siren in the opening turn to Walker, who threaded the needle. And then the Devils had one of their own, just a minute shy of the half-time siren, but couldn't get it done. Melton with a deserved lead here at half-time in BFNL's match of the round. 7-6-48, the Bloods. They lead the Devils 2-8-20. The margin, deservedly, 28 points. Wayne, you've got the goal scorers.
Yes, I have, Todd. We've got Hanley with 1, Jay Walker with 1, Sullivan 2, Carter 1, Battle 1, Farrugia 1. That's for Melton. Nothing's changed at Darley, Todd. They didn't score a goal. Myers and Johnson. Gee, they're going to have to dig themselves out of a hole here, Darley, Todd. They're going to have to just play beyond themselves.
Yeah, they're just not running on top of the ground and made difficult with their ball use in tricky conditions. And the Bloods have just been a little surer by hand and foot, and they got their just reward on the scoreboard. Let's take a look from scores around the ground. Sebastopol 13-10-88, lead Lake Windermere 1-4-10. North Ballarat 10-6-66, lead Sunbury 4-1-25. And Redan 5-6-36, trail Ballarat 5-8-38. Bacchus Marsh and East Point with the bye, given they played in a standalone fixture on Good Friday. So, guys, we'll take a break and we'll be back with the third quarter action in around 15 minutes' time. The Devils up against it. They'll trail by 28 points.
Goes long to Joyce again. He goes in that direction, or 3 to beat in the air. But why wouldn't you when you got JJ? Mark of the day contender.
Tanner, he's read it well today, and he has a party. Allowed some space there for his brother Adam to kick it across the body. What a finish! We've had 3 goal of the day contenders in the opening quarter and a bit. Welcome back to McPherson Park. What say of the Devils? We did say at the top of the start of the second term, but the equation's got even more difficult. They're 23-0 and 3-0 this season. And the Bloods, they go forward again from Jack Walker to Liam Carter. Loose ball opportunity. Shark there by Scoble. With the perfect start if Kite can get on the end of this. And he has. He gave 200. Senior footy, 300 for the club more broadly. And he's kicked 3 behinds this afternoon. Carter's done a relatively good job on him to date. But Kite's helped the cause with a couple that he would normally snag, but we'll back him in from here. And this will be just the start the Bloods are after. And he curls it around. And on cue, Kite does it again. Albeit his first for the afternoon, but an all-important first goal into the breeze that has dropped noticeably over the half-time break. And the Bloods get the all-important first one a minute into this third term one.
Certainly the Devils didn't want Todd at all. Oh, gee. That's going to make life really hard. But, yeah, good luck to Melton. They moved the ball well and, yeah, got it out. Kite, he's not going to keep kicking points. Todd, he's too quality a player for that. And game 200 to be very relieved he's got one on the board.
He won't be kicking points either later on if they win. He'll be sinking points.
Yeah.
Back at the restart. It'll be Thornycroft and Tanner. The two young number 19s go at it. Hickey, exceptional opening half. Soccer to the outer side. Foot race on. Excellent gather there from Scoble. Went back with a searching left-hand hand pass. Found Jack Walker. Who measured the kick well to Carter, who wheeled around onto the right boot and went wide of the pocket. Faruja was outpointed on that occasion by Lahure, who's tried hard in the back half for the Devils this afternoon. Been under the pump all day, the black and white. To the outer side of the ground, and an outnumber prevails through Minito. He'll go short to Cotter, and they're in no rush, the Bloods. Nor they should be. As Cotter concedes with a 45. Back to Cotter. Just extending a few Premier Data favours to one another. And he'll go along the line. Does Cotter to half forward. It's a good kick. But Darcy Matricardi got on the end of it. Took a nice juggled mark. So laconically, he just sort of chips it over the top to Hatcher. He gave it to the running Edwards on his preferred left. Well, gee, Hanley could have let that go. They would have got the rebound, Lasso there, the Bloods, but couldn't gather cleanly off hands over the line. We'll get a boundary throw in 60 metres away from the Darley goal. Boundary throw in here. Sun streaming down on Mackie Park. Tanner with the tap. Bewley with the strength. Well, it was held up in the end. It was a good tackle applied there by Cotter. Nearly got through.
Correct, Todd. He got him right at the right time and very fair.
Yeah, and Cotter just checking on the Jewel Henderson medalist too. Just nice bit of sportsmanship showed there. Ball up. Johnson. Bewley. Right foot kick out of nowhere. Matthew Brett's gone forward. Off hands over the line. We'll get a boundary throw in.
And Billy Myers down there as well, Brett. Todd.
Well, he's not a man who likes to sit back on his laurels as Dan Jordan. He's quite the inventive coach, and he's just rolling the dice here, and that he needs to. Bewley fed it by hand. Inglis brushed one tackle. Second, his kick was smothered. Drever with a clearing kick only as far as half back. Adam has a party. Bewley not beyond him, although off balance. Don't tell me.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, Brett Bewley off balance has kicked a goal from 65 metres out.
A little bit of help from Johnson on the line with a nice little shepherd, but he launch that, Todd.
1 goal 3 for Bewley, so he responds to Kite's goal at the other end, who too started off with 3 behind. So 1-3 each for the respective captains.
They might be going head to head all day, Todd. That was a thump, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, they needed a captain's goal, and the margin has been reduced to 28. Gee, it feels like a long way away. It's going to ask the best of the Devils here this afternoon. But the Bloods up and about. They won't panic with that goal. They did plenty right. It just took a bit of Bewley brilliance to get it done. Tanner, tap. Hind ran onto it. Didn't sit for him. Green Shields did well. Fed it by hand to Cotter. Little soccer off the ground from Hind to Inglis. Made it difficult for Johnson. Had to concede by hand to Bewley again up against the boundary line. Squaring kick. Matthew Brett off hands and through for a rush behind. Gee, I thought Bewley might have just backed himself in to have a shot at the goal there.
Get the Quinella, Todd.
Well, the running double, I would.
Yeah, that's better choice of words. Yeah, correct.
So Manito, normally trusty with that distribution, as kick's been turned over by Matricati. Laconic style, waste no time sending it forward. Brett brought it to ground, but there was no crumb. Only there provided by the Bloods as Batty across the body. High up and under kick. You nearly marked this again, Batty. But Tanner presented and did well.
Manito was screaming for it, Todd, and he just he ignored him.
We've got a social club behind us, albeit the construction. So if we're feeling the breeze up here, which is really pretty well covered and represented either side, it must be difficult out there for the players.
Correct.
So Tanner will kick from on 50 here. It'll take his best. Distance shouldn't be a problem. It'll be all about the accuracy. It's bending back, but he's just allowed too much. And that's through for a behind. So one of the few stats Darley are winning today, the behind race. They're on 3:10. Melton 8-6. But some encouraging sides early in this third term, despite that opening goal to Kite. For the Devils, we're going to ball up out of side half forward. Margin 26. 14 scoring shots to 13. The Bloods lead by 26. Just another validation of the Bloods' efficiency over the Devils. Gardner through traffic. Bewley's been industrious in this third term. We're going to throw in. 7 minutes gone now, third term. Throw in. Tap one by Thornycroft to himself. Got boot to ball. Gardner and Matricati flew together. Baker on his preferred left. Can he keep it in? Altreva got a little hand on the footy. Over the line, out of bounds. Yeah, sharing a chat with the crew in the social club at halftime. The winning prize in the raffle, Wayne, a ticket in another raffle. You got to love that, don't you? How about that?
Oh, it's donation day at Melton.
Boundary throw in. Johnson, use of the body, kick smothered, bouncing ball. Cotter, clean under pressure. Just hacks the ball high, get it beyond the defensive 50, but look at the breeze, bring it back. Matricati with the discipline spoil. Hind, fed it by hand. Inglis. Johnson, hopeful, across the body. Myers!
They knew where the help was, Todd. Out at half forward there, and Johnson got it across his body, and who else?
So Billy Myers. So you take these shots on goal for granted on most days, but with the breeze, he's hit the post.
Oh.
I called it right. Their third poster of the afternoon. Just stabbed that a bit there, Billy. There's Billy's dad up there. King Ash Bay has just knocked his can over. He'll have to crack another one. So Manito out of defence. It's a penetrating kick into the breeze. Duncan Cameron had a bit of it. Waiting at ground level was Hickey. And here they go to Walker. Speak of Jack to outer centre wing. Ferrugia, juggling attempt. Darley got an outnumber, but that dribbling ball off the boot will favour the Bloods. And they'll get the free kick here. And it'll go to Ferrugia. Oh, what?
He's trying to claim it, Todd, but the umpire doesn't want to bar of him.
No, I think it is Melton's kick.
Well, not from this umpire. He's pleading his case, but...
Well, the tumbling kick forward. Well, it came off Cotter's boot. That one didn't go the required. Nonetheless, now Hickey. They'll work it out by hand here. They're running through the arcs. It's been much better than the Devils, but Scoville under pressure. Got an outnumber, the Devils. Dribbling kick from Gardner. Found Jack Bewley. Right foot kick to brother Brett. and found him, I'd like to say within range, but he gave it to Hind from 51. Devils get back-to-back goals, and they close within 19 as we near the 10-minute mark of the third term.
I don't know how many times you've called that in the 4 games, Todd. Hind, Bewley, Hind, and he doesn't miss a lot, does he, Hind? He's pretty accurate.
No, and just the intent of Myers and Bewley and Hind, whilst you can never doubt it, it just seems to have, the asking rate of them to get it done in this second half is through the roof, and they've obliged in the early stages, albeit 10 minutes into this third term. Margin back to 19. Back at the restart. Centre clearance all important here. Tap one by Tanner, who's at ground level. Bewley knocked off the footy by Hickey. Did well. Gather was clean from Carter. Ferrugia. Kite. Kick smothered. Follow-up effort was good from the 200-gamer. Took them on. Fed it by hand. Hopeful to get to Borg. Jones got an important touch on it. Ended up in Borg's hands. Winning board, swing and a miss by foot by Scobold. Now he's done the banana. Something out of nothing.
You wouldn't believe that, Todd. He's had a fresh air. He missed the lot. And he's picked it up again and slotted it through the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he's gone from a 0 out of 10 finish to a 10 out of 10 fish, 10 out of 10 finish.
Well, the young kid, he just didn't panic. It was there, presented. He picked it up and he put it through with a really nice banana.
9-6-60, Melton lead Darley, 4-11-35. 25-point lead of the Bloods. The game's got just a little bit more entertaining as the breeze has subsided a bit. We can just see a little bit more brilliance from both sides offensively, and what a finish from Scoble. Back at the restart, it'll be Tanner up against Robinson. Ground ball, Bewley held up by Green Shields. We'll get a ball up. 15 scoring shots apiece. The Bloods lead by 25. Third quarter action here. BFNL's match of the round. Tap one by Tanner. Baker within 10. Took them on. Didn't release the footy. And Green Shields will take the free kick. And he'll get onto that left boot, but he'll just handball it to Cotter. It was the right call. He went wide towards Liam Carter, but the spill favoured Batty, and he went forward for the Bloods. Ground ball, Gardner was clean, through traffic, found Hind. Defensive 50, lowered the eyes, got to Andy Azzopardi on the bounce, fed it to Bewley from half back. Needless to say to half forward, 1-on-1. Ball got out the back, foot race on here. Myers needs to bend. He did. He somehow had to feed the ball. He just needs some support. Excellent tackle from behind. Umpire called play on. Loose ball. Players need to be disciplined. Andy Azzopardi's gather was clean. He was dispossessed. So too Jack Bewley. No prior on either account. Umpire made the right call. Called play on with the Green Shield. Ball! Nearly had his moment. Tanner, second effort, terrific. And we'll get a ball up in the shadows of Mackie Park. And the enthusiasm of the Bloods, loyal and faithful on a reunion afternoon. Ball up, tap one by Tanner, only as far as Kite. Borg took them on, dropped it. Cadman through traffic, got Hind to the outside, took it on himself. Hind not happy. Long ball. Soccer.
Oh.
Behind.
Try to invent something there, Bewley. Jack.
Well, Andy Azzopardi had to feed the ball to Hind on the outside.
Correct.
Hind was running towards goal. Just lack of awareness there from Andy Azzopardi. And they'll go to the outer side of the ground, the Bloods. Sue Manito, who's got the trusted kick-in duties. Cotter, unmarked. It's as if the Devils are prepared to concede that. Such was the separation Cotter got on his nearest Devils opponent. There's a bit of a copy-paste foray. They got it again. Went long to centre wing. Handley wastes no time to the middle of the ground. The kick was good to Borg. Right foot kick, lowered the eyes. Made it difficult for Davis. Ground ball. It was an excellent pick-up from Duncan Cadman. Borg matched it. Left boot, composed. Just needs to sit up for Carter. He's good both aerially and at ground level and composed. He went back to Sullivan, who kicked 2 important goals in that second term. And Ericsson's taken a mark over a 2-year-old child, but it's gone out of bounds on the full. So Jones kept it low. Inglis, he needs some support.
Got it back on their terms again now, Melton. Todd?
Yes, 15 minutes gone, third term, BFNL match of the round here. Tap one by Thornycroft. Shoveled it out to Hickey. Took them on. Fed it out the back. Burquest. Just a hack forward. Was good enough. Good work by Edwards. Tackle taken to the ground. We'll get a ball up. Entertaining game of footy. Melton with 9 goals. Only by 24. Ground ball. Baker. Got a terrible bounce. Gardner fought hard today. So we can name
The oval ball.
10 or 12 solid contributors from the Bloods. The Devils, you can probably name 6.
The oval ball did what it did then, Todd.
Ball up. Tap one. Well, we'll give it to Ferrugia. Joel Cadman took them on. Just got ball to boot. Borg. Look out. Shot on goal. Off to the left.
Jeez, he hit it well, Todd.
Yeah, he does. He times it well, Borg.
Jeez, he hit it well. Only just missed.
So Edwards wastes no time and he lopes away. He runs his measure ends so to the middle of the ground. Cotter was strong overhead. And he wasted no time, tipping it up towards Kite. Ferrugia from the side. Ball's gone to ground. Not out of trouble yet, the Devils. Ericsson tackled, taken to the ground. We'll get a ball up. 35 metres away from the Bloods' goal.
Back on top the Melton side.
Yeah, they've had a good 10 minutes.
Very much so.
In isolation of the first half, of course. I'm just talking about the third term. Ball up. Cadman, speaking of Duncan, tries to hustle the ball forward. It's a hot footy at ground level. Davis. Whistle him in it here and we'll get a ball up. .25 lead of the Bloods. Ferrugia. Gardner. High up and under. Did go the required. Umpire will pay the mark. Bewley. Shoveled it forward. Cotter did the cutting off. And we'll get a ball up. Right call.
Cotter pleads his case.
Well, yeah. All his momentum was going forward.
Yeah.
He was destined to go to ground. Ball up. Tap one by Tanner. Gardner again. Good pressure from Kite to square away a stoppage on Adam Azzopardi, who's been Darley's in the last few visits here. Adam Azzopardi has won the 6-pack here at Melton. Baker, ground level. And Bewley comes up with it. Somehow got hand of ball. Baker will square away a stoppage.
You wouldn't think so, given the crowd around us, Todd. Anyway, the umpire's a bit closer.
25 lead to Melton. 18 minutes gone. Tap one by Tanner. Hickey again, been good. Right foot kick, cross the body. Bouncing ball. Somehow stayed in. Favoured Ericsson, but it came off the boot. And fortuitously for the Devils, they'll get the resultant free kick. And Edwards will get on the end of this. And he'll look to waste no time to chisel the ball forward in the Tanner direction. And why wouldn't you? He's been good today. And he'll go long towards Myers. It's going to be a big ask. He's the meat in the sandwich. And the ball just trickled over the pack and rolled through. Bit of lower in the eyes there, or you're just quite happy with the long bomb to an outnumber there, Wayne?
Oh, they're just out of sorts, Darley, Todd.
Desperate times require desperate measures.
Yeah.
Take the territory. Get it down there. Near 19 minutes gone. Third term. Boundary throw in. Darley in attack. Myers and Robinson to contest the ruck deal. Myers grabbed it out of the ruck. Now he's in trouble. Tackled. Taken to the ground. No prior, said the umpire. Not sure how much prior you're allowed to have if you choose to grab it out of the ruck as a ruckman. You have to release the ball. Ball up. It'll be Myers and Robinson. Myers, individual effort. Off to the right,
Ooh.
one bounce. Out of bounds. Just skimmed the point post. And he did indicate the out of bounds signal. For cricket fans, otherwise known as a bye. Boundary throw in. Darley in attack. Can they create something? Phillips. Just got a clearing kick. That'll do for the Bloods at the moment. Tennis application was good. Got a fist on it. Hickey shoveled the ball out. Did well. Thornycroft got it back. Tumbled it forward. Faruja, if you don't mind, Gaelic footy style. He's got Davis out the back. Sullivan went long to Davis. There's inevitability about this finish. And Davis puts it through. Melton get that 10th. And we're out to a 31-point lead to the Bloods.
You have to be here, Todd, to appreciate how good that kick was. He didn't break stride, Davis.
Or the Sullivan kick.
Sullivan kick to him did not break stride. You could see him out of the corner of his eye running, but he put it up and he didn't break stride. Oh, that was quality. And in trying conditions, Todd, that's full of class.
Well, the highlight's the toe poke, isn't it, from Faruja?
Well, I'm not quite sure. I'm not convinced on that one, Todd. But, look, he can tell us after the game all about it.
31-point lead of the Bloods. Tanner again won the tap. Bewley took them on. He's held up. Managed to release the ball. Only just. George got it to Tanner, who sent the ball forward. Matthew Brett, one-on-one, over the back. Johnson is a goal. There's the response.
Oof.
Took about 19 seconds out of the middle. And on the back of that, well, Tanner tap and follow-up work been terrific.
Been good, Tanner, hasn't he, Todd?
Yeah, Darley's best for mine.
Yeah, he's certainly he's found where his niche. He's a premiership player. Pre-season down at the Dogs, obviously, he's done him a world of good.
Yeah, Bailey Young did one of those. He was the beneficiary, came back a quality player, and then took off to Hoppers. Worked that out. But anyway, back in the middle of the
back there now, Todd.
Yeah, good on him. Ball up, tap one by Tanner. Jack Walker, tackled by Brett Bewley. Oh, his follow-up work was good. Green Shields somehow got ball to boot with a forward inside 50. Ground ball. Shark there by Lahoure. Just thumped it away as if they were kicking into the breeze. Foot race on here. And a little touch on the ball there from Freeman was enough.
Enough desperation to save a free kick, Todd. Well done, the young fella.
Yeah, so between Freeman and Dreber, the two opponents there collectively at the senior level, at their respective clubs, less than 10 games. Good to see. Throw in. Tap one by Tanner, only as far as Borg. Diving effort there from Lahoure. Only as far as Sullivan. Davis got on the end of it. Strong in the tackle there with Sullivan. Released the ball to Davis. And then he sent it high inside 50. Gee, there's surety overhead in the back half. The Devils minus Myers in that second term has been an afternoon-long struggle. And it is tough with the breeze. Time on, third term, ball up. Duncan Cadman, Faruja, Adam Azapati. Took them on, got ball to boot. Inglis. Release the ball. Chance here for Green Shields, been good. Thornycroft.
Ooh, geez, you didn't miss by much, Todd. He just threw it on the left.
Yeah. Just off to the left and through for a minor score. He too has applied himself well today, Thornycroft, among a host of Bloods contributors. So George, into the middle of the ground. Over the back it goes. Hine tried to tap into the advantage of Andy as a party. Matty Brett held up, got ball to boot, went to the wrong side. Bloods have got numbers and they'll work it out here.
Whoa.
Kite all on his own half forward to the pocket. And the grab's been taken comfortably by Davis. He'll just add some air into the game. Suck a few of the big ones in and go back and have a shot on goal here. Martin 26. 24 minutes gone. So for all their effort with the supposed breeze that is still there, they've barely made an inroad into this lead. So Davis, bending.
Oh. Did it hit the post?
It's hit the post.
Gee.
That's a great effort from Davis.
Geez, it looked good for a long way, Todd. Yeah.
So it looks like Brett Bewley will take the kick in. Martin now, 27, I thought, if they'll add that point. So Bewley goes long into the middle of the ground. Hine could get on the end of this, but was well read there by Burquest, who goes onto that left boot and feeds it wide to Borg. Better by foot today, the Bloods. That kick was well gathered there, just below the knees by Davis. So, oh, look out. He went to take on George and then forced to release the boot. Well, ball by boot, and Adam has a party, cut it off, and he gave it to Bewley. Chiseled the ball over the head of Brett, but he just got an important fist on it because Phillips was at the back, gathered by Freeman. He's held up again. No prior. There'll be a ball up, attacking side of centre wing broadcast side for the Devils, who trail by 27. Time on, third term. So Thornycroft and Myers. Well, Myers wasn't ready. Umpire called play on.
Ooh.
And Ericsson's copped a high. And Ericsson will take the result free kick. He's got Hickey. Oh, Myers has cut it off. It was good awareness from Myers and work rate, mind you. And he'll go along the line to Joel Cadman. So they need to manufacture something here, the Devils. They've got to get on their bikes. Chipped it over the top. It was a good kick to Freeman. So he goes forward with a high kick to the dangerous area. Brett had it knocked away from him by Phillips. Doing the sharking there was Inglis, but over the line we're going to throw in. Devils deep into attack.
Very good timing with the fish then, Todd.
Yeah, good, solid defender. So the second term went the best part of 30 minutes. So I reckon we'd have a similar amount of time left in this third term. That is at a guess, mind you. Throw in. Ground ball. Adam has a party fighting. So too Walker. Looks like we'll get another stoppage here. No, Tanner just stole it out of the ruck and kicked it across the body.
Gee, that's a good goal.
That is an excellent individual goal. Something out of nothing for Tanner and the Devils.
Absolutely, Todd. That is just, well, we were saying earlier, about his improvement, and that just, whew.
Well, sometimes as a play, you're just waiting for the whistle to blow, like for a ball up.
Correct.
And I think there was a collective Bloods and Devils that thought, okay, well, the whistle's coming, and it didn't.
Spilled out.
And
Tanner just picks
going.
it up and says, throw it on the boot, and it split the middle.
21-point lead to Melton.
Still a handy lead, Todd, when you kick them with it in the end last quarter.
Yeah, it's just starting to blow up a bit again, as you can hear through the mics. Ball up. Myers into the ruck. Thornycroft. Good use of the body. And he ran away, did the youngster. Left foot kick to half forward. Tuck and Cabin got a leg break. Open the door for Hickey.
Oh, look at this.
Farucci got out the back. So that's a classic example of when you press up, it can't impact the contest. There's one left out the back on their lonesome, and that was Faruja. And Gardner was in two minds to follow Kite, or because that was his man, and elected to stay on the goal line just in case there was a shot on goal. But Faruja, with an all-important response, even though they are clearly ahead of the game, the Bloods. The kick is on its way. And off to the left. Were you about to say shank? Because that's about right. You normally see that on a Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. See that the Sunday and the stretch.
10-10-70, Melton. Darley 6-12-48. Bewley. Got to be running out of time, the Devils, to impact the scoreboard ahead of the final break. So he chisels the ball in the Billy Myers direction over his head. So you got he and Matty Brett running to the same space now. Edwards to Hyde. Can he get it done? No. He smashes it out of bounds on the full.
He just had to kick under a bit too much pressure, Todd.
It'll take a golf cart to retrieve the footy. We'll get a score from around the grounds as they lope after it. If we can find...
No good this one, Todd.
No. We've still got a while to go before that ball will get retrieved, so bear with us on the FNL Match Centre, round 4 action. Just waiting for an update here. There we go. North Ballarat 88, lead Sunbury 28. Redan 48, trail Ballarat 65. Sebastopol 127.
Wait on three quarter.
Lead Lake Windaree 17. So Sebas lead by 110. Ballarat lead by 60. And Redan trail Ballarat by 17. So no real surprises there. Just the weight of the margin in the North Ballarat Sunbury game. Not to mention this one here unfolding as we tick past 30 minutes. Melton lead by 22. Phillips has pushed up and a good spoil on the footy from the Devils was enough to get a boundary throw in their front half as just a couple of opportunities gone begging. Well, when you think about it, for both sides, really. Set shots and snapshots and the like. Baker fed it to the outside. Needs a favourable bounce. Did Hind and he copped a stinger. So he was out of the contest. Baker foraging. Hot footy. Adam Azapati somehow got boot to ball. Inglis kept it in front of him. Nearly copped it high. Needs to be quick here. High up and under kick. Bloods have got numbers. Johnson. Quick hands. Hatcher. He hasn't got the journey, has he? No, marked on the goal line by Cotter. Wasn't a bad effort from Hatcher. Had to kick it over his shoulder, 30 metres. So Cotter will lope away to the defensive side of the ground. He got plenty on the kick towards half-back. Faruja. Strong overhead mark, wasted no time. And he kicked it to the advantage of Sullivan. It was a good kick. But he needs some troops forward. And alternatively can take some precious seconds off the clock. That was a bit of a shank. But Jack Walker was up to the task and outpointed Duncan Cadman on that occasion. Wheels onto the bike. Right foot kick inside 50. Lockie George read it best off the boot. Wasted no time to send it back into the middle of the ground. Oh, through the hands of Matthew Brett. Umpire call, play on. They'll get it back here. The Bloods.
The faithful
They'll
out
hack
here.
it forward. And it's Batty who went to the outer side of the ground. The short kick was okay. And found Sullivan who chipped it to Batty on half forward. So Batty will send the ball high. Up into the breeze. Dangerous. Cadman in front. Took a nice grab. So Joel Cadman. There's an old-fashioned talk. And that Matthew Brett direction, but there's the outnumber. Bloods are everywhere. Caught on one of those and switches it to the outer side of the ground. Batty, just happy just to chip it over to Menino. Continue the pattern of those pop kicks to Sullivan, who marks just inside the boundary line. 33rd minute of this third term, that's a mouthful. 22-point lead to the Bloods. That's a good kick. The advantage of Faruja, the Devils did well to deny. Over the line, we'll get a boundary throw in. Devils have booted 4 goals in this term. And the Bloods have been up to the task, albeit into the breeze. 22-point margin. Throw in. Who's at the back? Hatcher. Took them on. It was a lazy hand pass. Made it difficult for Myers. Lucky the ball set up for him now. Bewley from outer centre wing. Centering kick to Hind. Bloods have got numbers. They should prevail here. They should be able to work it out. And they will. Right foot kick. Okay, broadcast side. Sullivan, composed. Left foot, squaring kick was okay to Jack Walker. Just turned George inside out. And for a 51, went wide to the pocket. Missed everything out of bounds on the full.
Geez, that was a poor kick, Todd. He had Faruja 10 metres in the clear.
Well, Borg was the one I was eyeing off.
Okay.
He was all on his own there, 40 metres out.
Well, he might have been the shorter option, Todd, but Faruja had a lot of space.
He might have had a shot and just shanked it, in fairness.
Yeah, mind you, they've...
Tanner in front. It's been super today. Gets plenty on the kick. Myers has got a few to beat. Over the back. Bouncing ball. Hind. Will he get a favourable bounce? He does. And he looks to square the footy to Hatcher. Oh, what a grab, nearly. How about the courage from Handley to Batty? And they're away here. Borg knocked it forward, hoping for an out number. Oh, how about the commitment from both players?
Jeez.
Cannot deny, if you don't mind. Both players just not moving. Or slow to get to their feet. Cannot deny the application of both sides there. Duncan Cadman, one of those. And the blood slowly trying to get to his feet. It might be Greenshields. "35 minutes gone. It's gone longer than an episode of Neighbours this third quarter. 22-point lead to Melton. And he'll come off with the blood rule. What an example of courage for the rest of the Bloods group. They've been stoic all afternoon, and that was another example of the commitment. Well, he won't get a stat on the sheet, and was certainly an example of the courage and the effort, the intent the Bloods have displayed here this afternoon. And it's acts like that that has validated their 22-point lead on the scoreboard. Now we're getting into roast territory near 40 minutes. Ball up. Well, just take his time. Yep, that'll be played back on Tuesday night at training as an example for sure. Bewley missed the target by hand. George released the ball back to Bewley, who got it to Adam Azzopardi, who's been good in this third term, to George, who went long. Last roll of the dice for the Devils. Tanner again. Oh, went through his hands. Bouncing ball. Chance for Burquest to release the ball. He does so. Drever to Phillips, and the boundary line in the end. And we'll get a boundary throw in 60 metres away from the Darley goal. Melton with all the answers. They lead by 22, Wayne.
10 to 70 to 6, 12, 48. Yeah, they have. They slowed it down. They're playing it on their terms, Todd.
Boundary throw in. Tap one by Myers. Loose ball. Baker. Siren.
At last.
So they've gone the early crop here. The Blood's faithful. We've got it. The Sunbury guy said that a couple of weeks ago at Darley Park, and look what happened there. But yeah, everything going right for Melton. Their intent, application, and execution have outweighed the Devils in the opening three terms, and that equates to a deserved 22-point lead at the final break. Melton 10-10-70 lead. Darley 6-12-48. Wayne, you got the goal scorers.
I have got the goal scorers, Todd. Davis 1, Hanley 1, Kite 1, Jay Walker 1, Sullivan 2, Carter 1, Batty 1, Farrugia 1, Scoble 1. For Darley, Hine 1, Bewley 1, Myers 1, Tanner 1, Johnson 2. They're just been a lot cleaner, Todd. It's as simple as that. They've handled the conditions better. They've used the ball better, and they've been cleaner, and they deserve their lead. And, you know, you'd think they'd be hard to beat from here in normal conditions, given they've got, you know, the breeze at their back. Yeah, so over to you, Darley. Let's see what you can come up with.
Yeah, the summary of the game to three-quarter time, you've just hit it in a nutshell. There's no real need to extend on the superlatives and make it more complicated than what it is, but fundamentally Melton on top and getting it done on the scoreboard, and even in the 1% space they've outplayed the Devils.
Correct.
But we're three quarters in. We've got 30 minutes to go, and the biggest ask of the Devils in their last 23 games to come from 22 points behind at McPherson Park The venue that they last lost a game in round one, albeit last year. Looks like it repeats on the cards unless the Devils can find something special. A break and back with the final quarter action in 5 minutes' time. Welcome back to McPherson Park ahead of the final quarter action here. The Bloods bench down to 1 with a couple of concussions. But, yeah, this has been the better side all afternoon over the Devils. They've had a deep contribution of players, Wayne, and deserve this separation on the scoreboard.
Absolutely, Todd. Yep, been way too clean, handle the conditions better.
Now the Devils trail by 22 and they're into the breeze. Ball up, tap one by Tanner. Andy has a party gone into the middle. Was fumbly. And then out of the contest. And Jack Walker ended up with ball in hand. And Brett Bewley was forced to ensure a stoppage. So we'll get a ball up. Tap one by Thornycroft to Jack Walker. Here the Bloods go again. Deep into attack. Clean bowled a couple. Davis, Faruja, can they work it out? Davis onto the left boot, across the body.
Ooh.
Missed to the near side. They've been dangerous in the opening minutes of each term, the Bloods. Well, for the most part of the afternoon, in fairness, as Myers has gone behind the ball. So he'll penetrating kick beyond the defensive 50. Tanner. Clearly Darley's best, Wayne.
Oh, clearly, yeah.
And the Bloods here probably tossing up between 5 or 6 of them.
Yep.
There's another example of Bloods' commitment there from Phillips. And worse for wear there was Duncan Cabin. He's been in the wars in the last half an hour.
Yeah,
With that clash with Green Shields and now that aerial. 23-point lead of the Bloods. Outer side of the ground. It'll be Thornycroft and Tanner. Tap one by Thornycroft to the outer side. So Darley spread players have been unable to have an impact this afternoon. I reckon Tanner, Myers, Bewley and Gardner, probably a gap to the rest.
correct.
I wouldn't know where to start with the Bloods. Have had plenty of contributors. Bewley, got it to Andy as a party. Back to Bewley, right foot kick. Kick was okay to Edwards. Oh, that was a terrible handball.
Oh, geez.
Bewley, back to Andy as a party. You know he'll keep running. Right foot kick in the Hatcher direction. And Drever, the second gamer, claimed the mark, wasn't paid. And we'll get a ball up. Darley with an inside 50, albeit a shallow one. Ball up. Tap one by Thornycroft. Adam Azapati has the ball held to him, and we'll get a ball up. Tanner, Thornycroft tried to grab it out of the ruck, knocked it forward. Joel Cadman just threw the ball onto the boot, hopeful. At the back, Johnson flew, brought it to ground high and kick around the body. Went up and under. And Cotter will knock it through for 8. Rush behind, did the discipline thing. Great awareness, time to jump well to fist it through.
Good defensive work.
Margin back to 23. And Troy Scoble well on his way to having the edge over the Devils. A win today will make it 5 out of 6. Liam Carter's kick was ill-directed and cut off there by Gardner. He'll send it back to where it came. Edwards in front. Can get a hand on it. Ground ball opportunity. Good pressure from the Bloods. No easy footy for the Devils. Adam Azapati's forced to wrap it up, and we'll get a ball up.
Good work again there from Tanner. He's improved player.
The Bloods' defence continue to hold sway. They've really been the cornerstone, not to mention the forward line of the Bloods' success. Baker sends the Devils into attack. Edwards the flyer, 3 to beat. Johnson, ground level. Just went to the voice of Matricardi. Scoble intercepted. Tumbling kick forward. Got some territory. Kite's vision, well, was good, but couldn't quite get it to Sullivan. And Myers was held up by Sullivan. We'll get a ball up. Mountain 22. Tanner the flying. Well, little bit of soccer skills there from Scoble. He must have picked that up in the warm-up, but didn't quite pay up on this occasion. Baker got it to Andy as a party. Telegraphed the hand pass meant for Inglis. He had to go solo. Inglis somehow he ended up with the footy. And the vision was good to Adam Azapati. He can give it to the running hind, and he can go to the pocket towards Johnson and found him. So he looks to wheel and go, waste no time, sends the ball to a dangerous area, and the mark's been taken by Hatcher. And he'll go back and have a shot here, the youngster, from near directly in front.
It's a good kick from Johnson, Todd. Wheeled on his right, wasted no time. Found Hatcher.
Well, he just needs to own this, Hatcher, and thread the needle. Kicks on its way.
Oh,
And he's missed from 25 metres out, directly in front. The Devils 14th behind of the afternoon. 6:14.50, trails Melton 10:11.71.
he just had to kick that, Todd. Just had to kick it.
Well, they're running out of opportunities, the Devils. And the Bloods on top here at Mackie Park. Phillips, penetrating kick. Over the head of Hickey. Manito, Lahure. They can work it out with Baker here. He's corralled. Lahure out of space, out of time, too long! How they didn't work that out, the Devils, there is, well, just a sign of the times, really. Albeit an afternoon in isolation. Sullivan, high up and under kick with 70 metres. Kite, ground level ball. Gardner somehow ended up with it. It's been good. Right foot kick. Adam Azapati continues the race to the footy. Johnson wants it short and got him. It's a good stretch from Johnson.
Party trick from Jono, boys.
But where to now? Where to now? Johnson. So he goes in the Bewley direction to an outnumber. Ground ball. Jones. Oh, went the wrong way. Needed to go the other way, Jones.
Well, they're not happy up here, Todd, the Bloods. Hey, the faithful.
Ball up. Thornycroft the leap. Tanner the tap. Andy Azapati couldn't gather. Matricati. Carried it over the line. We'll get a throw in. Taking side of centre wing. Broadcast side here. 21-point lead to the Bloods. Darley needing 4 goals. They've only kicked 6 for the game, so it'll be a big ask. 7 minutes gone in this final term. Over the head of both Tanner and Thornycroft. Matricati got the crumb and sent it forward. Players set themselves. Chance for Jack Walker. Only as far as Andy Azapati. That was a hit and hope. Edwards, ground ball. Umpire's picked out a free kick here. It's going to go the Bloods' way.
Don't know what that was for, Todd. Any idea?
No, neither do the Bloods faithful up here in the social club, even though it went the Bloods' way. I think it might have been an arm chop in the end. So it'll be Phillips who'll take the resultant free kick. And Jazz Jones went to get the footy and thought, nah. So Burquest retrieved it in the end. It's time ticking away here. 8 minutes near gone in this final term. Phillips. Thornycroft. Well, Tanner's had an excellent day. Thornycroft has worked really hard in the ruck for the Bloods today. And Phillips comes broadcast side. Hickey. Got his hands on it. Second effort was terrific. Ground ball. Umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up.
Oh, they've had a good day, the reunion.
Be a ball up. Thornycroft and Tanner. Hickey.
Oh.
Released the ball by hand. Andy Azapati, second effort. Ran into traffic, albeit Braden Kite. And we'll get a ball up. 21-point lead to the Bloods. Ticking up towards 9 minutes. Tanner, Bewley. Somehow manufactured the handball release. Andy Azapati gave it to Gardner. He's elusive and lowered the eyes. Johnson!
Jeez, that's a good kick, Todd.
Well, there were 4 Bloods.
He had to pierce that through them and get it to Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, that was a good kick. He had a good day, really, when you look at it.
Yeah, well, he's had the task of playing on Braden Kite. I mean, no one would want that ahead of a game of footy. Not to mention he's a 200 gamer.
Correct.
So Johnson for his third.
Kick 2.
For his third. And he gets it done. Darley within 15 points here at Mackie Park. 9.5 minutes gone, final term.
Johnson gets 3.
But he's on kite.
So it looks like some big winners around the BFNL this afternoon. GFL recruit to Sebastopol, Joel Edwards, has 10 goals against the Lakers. And still time to play out there, whilst at North Ballarat, who are 10 goals up on Sunbury, Jamie Quick has 4 and Denver Grangemouth has 3.
Wind's died a bit too, Todd, here.
10 minutes gone, final term. 15-point lead of the Bloods. Up they go. Tanner with the tap. Hickey been terrific. Right foot kick inside 50. Carter, well, taking the grab. It was a hold and/or mark anyway. And he'll go back and have a shot on goal here and a chance to get that quick response. And more often throughout the afternoon, the Bloods have been able to get that, Wayne.
Correct, Todd. Yep, just push forward too strong there, just outmark them.
Devils fight tooth and nail and some to kick a goal, and then it takes 30 seconds for the Bloods to respond.
Straight out of the middle, and yeah, Carter's got a shot on goal.
So it's a beautiful kick of the footy, Liam Carter. He's kicked the 1 this afternoon. Chance to make it 2. And he'll bend this back beautifully. Goal umpire does not move. Carter gets his second. And a 21-point lead to the Bloods. More importantly, 11-11-77, Darley 7-14-56. Margin back to 21.
Yeah.
They just got all the answers.
Never looked like missing.
Bloods. All the answers.
Come back and show Matt Riccardi the cans, Todd. Haven't seen that one before. Bit of Popeye work.
Oh, well. All right, we're back at the restart here. It'll be Tanner and Thornycroft. It's been an entertaining battle all afternoon. A couple of the youngsters combining in battle. Call that even. Off the wing came Joel Cadman, gathered cleanly, fed the ball by hand. It was hopeful. Coming off half-back there was Greenshields, who's back on the ground. Bouncing ball towards half-forward. Coming off there was Gardner, went the soccer, played the percentages, got it to Joel Cadman. Found Hind, got it to back to Gardner, who found Matt Riccardi. He went forward to an outnumber. Crown ball, Jones, he's a left footer. Kicked it to space in the end. Inglis, Scoble, Crown ball, Bewley in there, foraging, and we'll get a ball up. 21-point lead in the context of this game. Should be enough, you'd think. 12 minutes gone, final term.
They just got all the answers, Todd. They can't string a couple in a row together, Darley.
Ball up. Tap one by Duncan Cadman. Phillips held up by Duncan Cadman. We'll get a ball up. Yeah, scores were level at quarter time, and the Bloods have led thereafter. For the match, Duncan Cadman, Jack Bewley, swinging a miss by foot, Phillips, and we'll get another ball up. Game of twister going on there in the Devils forward line. 11-11-77, Melton, Darley 7-14-56. 13 minutes gone, final term. Darley with an entry. Tap one by Duncan Cadman. Jack Bewley couldn't gather. And Brett Bewley and Braden Kite, a couple of good mates, square away a stoppage 30 metres away from the Darley goal. There is no one on the attacking side of the centre of the ground for the Bloods. All 36 players in the Darley half. Hence, we'll get another ball up. So they'll squeeze the game right up here, the Bloods, if they can. And they might even be able to get one on the counter if they can get out the back, because all tips are in here forward for the Devils. Ball up, tap one by Duncan Cadman. Loose ball. Hanley kept it in front. The gather was good from Braden Kite, outside of the right boot. Only as far as Jones, who sent the ball back into attack. Johnson to the back. Bewley at Crown level. Right foot kick. It's gone out of bounds on the full.
He's had a few shots, Brett, but he just can't He's only got the one.
So Scoble gets plenty on the kick. Good territory going to half back. Myers will cut it off and send it back in as quickly as it came out. And he'll go short to Joel Cadman. He'll go onto the right boot from 50 to a dangerous area. Bewley at the back. Will it sit for him? It will, but the pressure was good from Phillips. And they'll work it out with a right foot kick beyond the defensive 50. Bouncing ball. Bielaso free kick. It's going to go the way of the Devils. That is the rule of the game. And the short kick from Freeman found Adam Azzopardi. He went wide in the direction of George, but it was cut off by Farrugia. He could have just lowered the eyes a little bit more, and he could have found either Jack Bewley or Harley Inglis, but tried to thread the needle, as Johnson did moments ago. So Farrugia goes in the direction of Hickey. Jones cuts it off, and another confidence-building mark for the youngster. So he'll send the ball back into attack. Bloods have got the outnumber. Johnson at the back, brought to ground. Clean bowl, Bewley. Baker over the footy. Ground ball somehow fell in the hands of Freeman, who tumbled it forward, but it's all Bloods in the defensive goal square. That was good play there from Greenshields, who lopes away with the left boot. Got plenty on it to the outer side of the ground. Tanner gathered cleanly. He's got Myers and Gardner. So the three of them hook up. Myers got on the end of it in the end and chipped it towards the attacking 50. And George took an uncontested mark in the end. No time to waste. Squares the footy. Matricardi is taking the grab. It's a nice mark. Made to earn it too.
They're peppering away. It's odd that you've just got to try and get one through.
16 minutes gone, final term.
Bit too
I
far
don't
out of
think
school.
anybody's kicked from this distance, but he'll go to Brett Bewley. And that's started middle, so it'll only ever go right from there. So 1 goal, 4 and 1 on the full for the Devils captain. Connor will bring the ball back into play. He's got Kite short, but he'll go the long option towards Robinson. Bewley at the back, Robinson in front. They've read it best. He'll go along the line in the direction of Liam Carter. Brett got a fist on the footy. Matricardi needed to bend it. He did in the end. He threaded the needle. Brett. Sweeping hand pass. Clean bowled Inglis. And then he overcommitted. And Jack Walker will get the free kick.
Very ordinary handball from Brett. Then he lost his balance, but regained it and still, coughed it up.
Jack Walker found Liam Carter right in front of us here as the shadows encroach over McPherson Park. It's been a nice day for May 2. Well, Samaki Park ground's always in good nick. It's always the breeze that is a telling factor as Cotter and Handley combine back to Phillips, the familiar combination. And a decorated one at that, so they've got time to work it out again. And Cotter will end up with it 51 metres away from the Darley goal. They lead by 20 points, the Bloods. Go short to Robinson if he likes, but he'll go the longer option. He took on the Jack Bewley. Good effort from Ericsson, kept his feet, fed it by hand to Farrugia. Liam Carter, cut off by Jones, went back to Bewley. And the kick went to a Duncan Cabin in front. Grand ball opportunity here. Shark there by, Handley. Oh, good work there by Hind. Can he end up with it? He can in the end. He got it to Joel Cadman somehow. He went wide of the pocket. Myers the target. Little nudge from Greenshields was enough. Off hands over the line. We'll get a boundary throw in. 49 metres around from the Darley goal. Bloods doing it comfortably. They lead by 20 points. 18 and a half minutes into this final term. Now, whether players are saying the sun's in their eyes or they're going to contest the ruck duel, they're all guilty. Boundary throw in. Tap one by Farrugia, only as far as Bewley. Got it the outside to Hind. Got plenty on the kick, Hind. Darley's fourth poster of the afternoon.
Hit it again. Ooh, gee.
19-point lead to the Bloods. 4 posters for the Devils. Burquest with ball in hand. will go backwards. And they do this well, the Bloods. They just take time off the clock. Cotter. Sidestep was comfortable around Cadman and went long to the wing. Matthew Brand had a couple to beat. Did well somehow. Fighting hard. It's a good effort by Matthew Brett there.
Yeah, it was. He did everything he could to get rid of it, Todd, but it bounced back again under him. It was a good decision. Ball it up.
So it'll be Tanner and Robinson. He's fought a lone hand in the ruck today for the most part. Tanner won the tap. Joel Cadman. Bit of a scrum forward there on Kite. And Joel Cadman probably sneak into the bottom end of those better players for the Devils, and we were trying to find 5.
Yeah.
Bewley, Jack Walker. Too high, said the umpire. So we go to Borg, onto the left boot. So Matthew Brett's got his name written all over that.
Easy, Matty.
And he took an easy grab and switched it to the outer side of the ground, and they're away here through Andy Azapati. Devils have got numbers here. Opportunity for Drever. Send the ball back into attack for the Bloods. Gather from Carter. Cross the body. Nearly fell fortuitously into the hands of Davis. He's gone to ground. Ball got scooped out. The 200 gamer. Quick hands on. Just missed Goebel. But they got numbers through Erickson. And the left foot of Sullivan is enough. Sullivan's got 3. And the Bloods are home at Maggie Park.
And he's right up there with the best of them. Sullivan, Hickey.
Well, Sullivan, one of the spread players. He's been able to impact.
He's been very good, Todd Sullivan. Number 12.
Only when you kick the goal, you can celebrate the goal. Yeah!
25-point lead of the Bloods. Final term, tick over 21 minutes gone.
Oh, they're going off here.
Oh, and yeah.
Settle down, will you, the Bloods? Hey, you're going to win a game. Take it easy.
12-11-83, Melton. Darley 7-16-58. 23 scoring shots apiece. 25-point margin to the Bloods. Validates their efficiency with their separation on the scoreboard.
Yep.
Time on final term.
Been too clean, Todd.
So it'll be Tanner in the ruck against Robinson. Ball up, favoured Tanner. Won the tap, but Jack Walker hustled the ball forward. Sullivan! Good use of the body. He's had a good game. He's one of those dozen Melton players that were umming and ahhing who should share the spoils among the better players, won't?
Yeah, he's been good all day, Sullivan. He kicks this, he'll go to the top, I would think. Had a lot of the footy, and if he 4 goals, Hickey's been excellent. They've had a good spread. Cotter's been good. But,
Hard to name a bad one.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been a real
solid.
team effort from
They've been real
Melton
solid.
today.
Correct.
So it'll be Sullivan from 50.
He's got it.
Time to pop the champagne. It's over. 13-11-89 Melton. Darley 7-16-58. 31-point lead to the Bloods. Darley's 23-game winning streak is going to come to an end.
It certainly is, Todd. They picked a good day for the reunion, the Bloods.
Yeah, they've been, they've turned up in their droves, and good to see them out here supporting the Bloods, and let's hope they continue to get here at their home games throughout the rest of the season. Ball up. It'll be Tanner, who won the tap. Manito gone into the middle, couldn't gather cleanly. Inglis could, kicked across the body, ricocheted off traffic. And Walker, who's tried hard all day, and he just to hold it up. And he's been really clean in the conditions when many others have struggled.
Yeah, exactly.
Jack Walker, ball up, tap one there by Tanner, and then hustled it forward. Bouncing ball.
Ooh,
That's an excellent tackle there from Johnson. Ball gone to ground. And we'll get a ball up 35 metres away from the Darley goal.
He just corralled him, Johnson. It was an excellent tackle. He had momentum up, but he...
Fair tackle with a dodgy hand.
Yeah.
31-point lead to Melton. 24 minutes gone, final term. And Melton are going to make it 5 of their last 6 meets at winnings over Darley. Andy has a party across the body, deep into attack, loose ball. Gathered by Burkwest, went to the voice of Hickey. He's got a couple to beat as he forages at ground level. And we'll get a ball up. Some good umpiring there. Time ticking away here at McPherson Park. Sharked out of the ruck by George. An important touch on the last line from Handley. Sees Darley register there 17th behind, albeit a rushed 7-17. 59. Melton 13-11-89. 30-point lead to Melton. So Walker will go short. Kicks okay, meant for Draver. He had a couple to beat. Gave away a free kick in the end there. The Devils outnumber. And in game number 2, Drever. Just sits it up. We get an aerial contest here. Tanner, combative. Lahure, Jones. Finally got rid of it. Ferrugia was the beneficiary. Myers. Nice grab. So Myers chisels the ball. It was a nice snatch there from Hatcher. Fed it by hand to Cadman. Missed the handball give to Andy as a party. Went long towards Johnson and Hind. Hind couldn't hang on. Going back with the flight. Loose ball. Ball spilled out. Chance for Johnson. Overcooked the hand pass. Just hasn't been Darley's day. And they'll get a ball up. 35 metres away from the Melton goal. So the reunion, the occasion, the Braden Kite 200th. It's all going to end well for the Bloods. And Braden Kite deserves a moment like this, a celebratory occasion, beating the Devils. I'm not sure he could find a more fitting opponent, given the absence of Melton South in the competition these days. Hind, release the ball, turnover opportunity. Drever will clear, Tanner, got hands to it, Gardner, tried hard, fed it by hand to Bewley. Bereft of option, now he's gone. Sullivan, 3 into the ground. Sullivan will take their resultant free kick.
He can do no wrong, Todd.
He can go short to Ferrugia. And he'll just tip it over the top to Carter. 27 minutes gone.
They're enjoying the moment here, Todd. The Bloods faithful.
Indeed, so they should. Right foot kick along the line. Endeavours to stay in. It might have been under bounds on a full in the end, but no. Just a little touch there from Dan Jordan before it went over the line for a boundary throw in. 30-point lead to the Bloods. And the writing was on the wall from the 10-minute mark of the first quarter that the Bloods were in the right frame of mind and the better side of the day.
Yeah, they defended well, Todd.
Jones, Joel Cadman, dropped it, no prior, got the benefit of the doubt. Loose ball. Well, searching hand pass from Carter. It's just a handball at the end. It found its way over the line.
I think he heard someone in the car there, Todd.
Yes, yes. I don't think either side will be too bothered with a boundary throw and a chance to take a breath.
28 minutes.
Throw in. Baker. Fed it by hand. Bewley. Sullivan again. Bewley's hand pass was stolen by Borg.
Another one.
Good work there from Matricati. Fed the ball by hand to Edwards. Can feed it over the top now. They've got the overlap here. Now, can they make this count, the Devils? So they push the ball through the middle of the ground. It's Hatcher. They've got it over to Matricati. He kept running. Tied kick forward. It's cut off by Drever. And Drever will rebound for the Bloods. And come broadcast side to Batty, who marks 49 metres away from the Darley goal. He goes short to Sullivan. He's had a very good game on the spread today. He's used the ball well. He's booted 3 goals. Cotto's had plenty of it. Hickey, arguably Melton's best. So there's 3. And it wouldn't surprise me if this next person that Hickey kicks it to would be in contention for their best either. Perugia, cut off by Bewley. He'll look to square the footy, and he ran away from a tired Perugia and squared the ball and found George, who marked on the chest. Outside 50. Will look to go to Johnson. And he sends it wide of the pocket. Duncan Cabin will mark
That
this.
was a good kick, Todd.
Yeah.
He waited, he looked at Johnson, saw Cabman cut across and just delivered to him.
So, well, both sides have really struggled from this 35 metres out from goal, kicking to the left of screen. As we near 30 minutes gone in this inevitable match of the round, albeit the result, given what's transpired this afternoon. So Duncan Cadman makes light work of that shot into the breeze, and Darley get a late one and get a little bit more respect on the scoreboard. They narrow it to within 24. But it's really felt like 34, to be honest, Wayne.
Yeah,
even though it's 24 on the scoreboard. I know the Devils have hit the post 4 times, but, you know, the Bloods have been convincing for mine.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 4 sort of, yeah, 4's a bit light. I think they've been better than that, Todd, really.
Yeah.
You know, since the second quarter, they played a good defensive first quarter, and they've dominated the game since. They had a little couple of moments, Darley, but that's about all.
Back at the restart, Tanner, super, tapped it, Hickey, so too he. Sent it forward, cut off by Hind on half back. So Hind sidesteps Ericsson, took a running bounce and ran through the middle of the ground. He's looking for an option, and Bewley presents as the only one. And, well, it was Brett Bewley or 4 other Bloods that were around, the Devils captain. So Hanley goes backwards to Cotter. He can go short to Chase Scoble. So those 2 players in the line boots have had good afternoons. And the siren sounds to end this significant win for the Bloods in the context of their season. Still playing with a few players out and a couple sort of injured on the boundary line. It's been a great effort. They've basically led all day, despite kicking into the breeze in the opening term. Scores were level at quarter time, and it was all the Bloods thereafter. And it just looked like too much like hard work for the Devils, and the more efficient team, both at the things that count and the 1%ers.
Yeah.
It's had some representation on the scoreboard. And Braden Kite's 200th game, so a fitting result for the Melton Football Club more broadly. They've been able to get it done. 13-11-89, Darley 8-17-65. Darley flat today, and just were prepared to do what it took with the breeze, the fight, just more concentration on the execution and the fundamentals, and just the work rate without the footy. And all kudos to the Bloods, who make it 5 out of 6 under Troy Scoble against the Devils. So big tick for Scoble and his crew. Wayne, you got the goal scorer.
Yeah, I have. Todd. They just got their measure at the minute, and they just cleaner. They kicked the ball better. Their execution was a lot better. Yeah. Anyway, goal kickers for Melton. Davis 1, Hanley 1. Kite keeps his record intact. Toddy with 1. Jay Walker 1.